Hello, everyone. Yeah, I'm just seeing it. I have no idea if it's true, but it's certainly. Hiya, bugger. I can see this machine right now. Yeah, listen. I'm sorry. I'm jumping about. I'm trying to get my Alexa on. So I've got TalkSpot on through there and everything. It seems to be gathering pace from the right people. See, I've got everything open. I can have open. Interesting. This could be an interesting day. Sorry. This is interesting, very, very interesting. I'm not saying it's going to happen, but it's gathering pace. I need you to know as well, mate. Alexa, play Talksport. Alexa, play Talksport.
Talksport for news broadcasting.
Oh, and Donnarumma and an offside against Bruno in the build-up to it. But Pep really caught the eye post-match, and he was asked about that.
I tell you what, if they have, that's brutal from Kavanagh. Good. Hello from Sunny Irvine. I just want people to know I've had a bit of a cookie. You know that certain things legal in Thailand. Well, I never do. Because of my work previously, I may have a test. So I've eaten half a cookie. So this could get very interesting. Right, okay, Scotty. Scott, the rumour flying around everywhere that they're going. Ooh, Thelwell Rangers.
I don't like the look though of going talking to the other player. I think, yeah, but also, with Bruno, we spend lots of time.
See, my phone's going mad. I'm getting pings everywhere.
Because he's got great respect in the game.
He's
got a short fuse of Shannon, hasn't he?
I don't know, man. See the phone again. My beeps are going mental, so yeah.
But that's as I said, for modern day.
Okay.
Where the coaches look at players seem to have one lot, and players seem to have the opposing manager as well. So it doesn't seem to be our sort. But I don't think there's no issue. I don't look at it as particularly overly controversial. I think this idea that the managers now have to go on the field and pretend is that I'm a strange phenomenon. It must be part of the entertainment package that's now been generated to realise what you expect to see on the field. But I don't understand the purpose. I don't understand the purpose of a manager having to go off the field after the game. Down the tunnel and do whatever you want to do down there. Yeah. I mean, every goal what cameraman is isn't it? It's all part of the recovery. But sometimes you want the camera out your face, don't you? Looking for a slide. He knows he's looking for a story, but he's got to, obviously the camera wasn't there, goodness knows what he would have done. I think it's just about keeping it in. But his team are starting to.
Yeah, Stace, the right people are saying the right thing. I'm going to switch this off, actually. The right people are saying the right thing. It's brutal, man, if he has done. No, absolutely brutal. I'm getting messages here. My phone's and everything. That's the thing. Yeah, of course, absolutely. We need to wait on that. Mate, he's not done anything. I can't answer that one right now. I don't know. Yeah, but that's. Let's see more beeps. Who's this one from? Right, that's from Gary. I've got to listen to what Gary says. This is it. I am here, by the way. It's just, please understand, my phone's going mental. Everything's going mental. I've actually put everything on my pingers on silent so it doesn't annoy you. Who knows, man? Back to Peyton. Good on you. Say phone. Just stop beeping phone. I don't. You've missed anything yet. I see my phone. Ping, ping, ping. If any of you want to come on live, please do. Please do. Yeah, this is big news. Like stop. Okay, Rangers now. That's me. You're Rangers now. Your penis. Yeah, I am here. I'm here. James, man. There's loads. There's loads. I mean, I would never tell you who my sources are because if I do, it's basically grassing and they wouldn't do it again. But I mean, the journal have said it. I think thingy. The person that told me, one person told me, I tend to believe him. Yeah, that's why I'm on live, mate. That's why I'm on live. I thought. Yeah, but maybe the thing is, Sally. Sometimes they're told to back off. It might be an official announcement. I don't know. It's a weird one. Christ Almighty. Is that a fact, Nori? Yeah. I mean, I would hope so. Yes. Oh, absolutely, Jake. You've got to wait till the club do it. People and the right people. I mean, I think the thing is, a recruitment team or that division within the club, they're no different from the manager. When the manager goes, his assistant and his coaches normally goes, this will be the same. That department will go. If it is happening, I tell you what, Mr. Kavanagh's got other people lined up. I would really hope we don't work like that. That's not the way I want Rangers to work, Cal. I know it looks good, but that. Right, see, here's my fucking. Come on, have it. Let's get. I'm here. More. Whoa. Oh, it would be great, wouldn't it? It's gathering pace. It's gathering pace. I mean, I've not got anything official. Thelwell. Come on, man. As everyone, I mean, right, okay. Ryan, for all you're saying, that's still quite a big pool of players we've got compared to the past. I'm taking this bloody watch off because it doesn't stop. Bing, 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 bing. Bye bye. I'm not sure, mate. I'm not sure. I hope so, John. I hope so. That's what the rumour is, unless it's an Operation Tango. The thing is, it's sometimes. Aye, yeah. Yeah, I would have thought it would be without a doubt, Craig, without a doubt. Is my picturing, can you all hear me okay? Yeah. Let's see what time is it. It's 18:27 here. We can afford it. We can afford it. Yeah, no, but the thing is, Andy, when I get a source, I'm never telling you who it is. A solid one because it's grassing. And they'll never ever give me again. Like back when I started the page, it was me that the Hong Kong lot that were giving information. It was all right. It was me that get Dave King was leaving Rangers a week before everyone else. But I'll never ever tell who told me because they trusted me. Yeah. John, the thing is, somebody on the page, a kind of heavy duty businessman, told me why you don't do that. You don't let three powerful people at a club go at the one time or any business. It's not the right thing to do. So, and thank you. Right, your connection's great. That's thank you. Jeff said it's ticking. Yeah, cool. Absolutely, Alan. Have you look now and again? People mention money and well, big pay. It doesn't matter. Just pay it. You know what I mean? Here's a thing, Baldy Bassey on Twitter, who's actually very funny. If the rumours aren't true, by the way, then the WhatsApp versions need their balls booted. That's quite funny. I mean, he's good. Yeah, where are we? I don't know, John. There's rules, there's regulations, there's humility. You know, I mean, it's I can't answer that one. I would say that's quite a good idea, we knick-knack. Aye. Yeah, the thing is, Andrew, that's great, but I can type that. AI can type that, and I'm not saying that it doesn't happen. Well, it doesn't happen, but I mean that's tending. I mean, normally, yeah, it would just be a press release. Oof, absolutely stays. You know. Yeah, see, like the journal gentleman here saying that'll be Scotty. I know it's Scotty because we're blethering on WhatsApp. Yeah, Chris Jack and that will know, and they'll be ready. But it's an embargo, right? You know, yeah. Yes, I agree with you. And Mark, and they've embarrassed Kavanagh. Let's be honest, they've embarrassed Kavanagh. And he's owned up. Remember, he owned up and said, I got it wrong. I got it wrong. And I wonder if I wonder here, this is just this thick skull thinking. I wonder if Mr. Kavanagh let Thelwell do that interview to give him a bit of rope, if you know what I mean. I don't want to say the certain words because it's, you know, I might get, you know what I mean. And because he didn't own it, because Thelwell didn't own it, he never said once that was my fault. I got it wrong. I'll do better. So we'll see what happens. Do you think so, Nori? That interview, like, remember, I'm about 30 seconds behind what I say to use reply. But yeah, mate. If he's gone, if Thelwell is gone, his staff will be gone. Some of them, I think his son will be gone. I nearly said the opposite, but you were saying absolutely, Andrew, absolutely. Remember, Mr. Kavanagh was here a while, you know, when he should have been back in the state. and then send some of the union players in to give them a massive wedgie. Yeah, get up, you've skidded your pants. But they were eating half a biscuit, if you know what I mean. You know, I'm pretty, I'm quite happy here. Absolutely. Yeah, I would go on to yeah. This is yeah, man. This could be view on LinkedIn. I'm looking at myself on LinkedIn. How beautiful I am. I'm reposting it. I'm just looking at Facebook and all that. Just there's a lot of people commenting. The good thing is actually, Stacey. I don't know if you're there, man. What a pain in the neck. I hate Windows, man. But yeah. Oh, you're bugging off. Fucking my new shirt, my new strip. That's one of them. That's really annoying. I've caught that on the table here. Right, I'm just changing this. I'm back in a second. I'm here. I'm just changing my truck. You still want to see me? Right. I caught a flipping. You know when you catch I don't know what you call it. I've only won that the new Rangers strip twice. That's me, get a bloody Stewart. I'm looking at all the socials and all that. Who I don't know who he is, mate. Yeah. I don't know if it's true. Yeah, I think so. Because remember, Mr. Kavanagh here was a long time. Yeah. And I tell you what, though, Danny Rowe will have been told this off the record. I would have thought. Okay, Nori, I'll take your word on that, matey. Yeah. See my phone right now. Look at all this for. I would. I'm sure everybody else is the same. Ali sent a message. Camden, everyone. I'm just phones going, iPads going. Here's another guy. Hello, Frank. A few places and a couple of people are normally spot on with me saying Stewart thing you're away. Like I said, I don't like talking to my phone when I'm talking to you lot because he's cool enough to join in. Just I hope they're away, man. There's just a wee bit too much noise here, isn't there, about this? I'm replying to CJ. Come on, man. Come on, going. Yeah. Yeah. And at the end of the day, Stacey, he's heard Thelwell gets it F at Ibrox. He's seen the banners. You know, I mean, I'm holding off until I know it's not the scarf above the head, but you know what I mean? The same thing. Oh, I think so. I would have thought so. Because I was told Danny Rowe, in his first few days, he said he really wants X player from. I have no idea who the player is. He wants X player, and Thelwell just went no there and then. How true that is, I don't know. The rumour is Stewart and Thelwell are going at some point today. Right, that's coming up for 12 noon. That's 12 noon now UK time. They've gone! They've gone! They've gone! They've gone! That's official! Yes! 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 They're gone! Club statement! Club fucking statement! Club statement! Club statement! Club statement! Club statement! Rangers Football Club confirms its party company with CEO Patrick Stewart and Sporting Director Kevin Thelwell. Rangers express its sincere gratitude to both Patrick and Kevin for their leadership and unwavering commitment to the club. Chairman Andrew Kavanagh and Vice Chairman Paddy Matthew have already begun the search process for permanent Director Fraser Forster. Yes! You get up there! Brilliant! Sorry for swearing. Yes! Woo-hoo! Sorry, but my wife's telling me to shut up. Sorry, darling. She's laughing as well, though. Yes! Listen, I'm just going to put. Yes! Sorry for. Oh man! Holy cow! Holy cow! Right, I'm just going to the Rangers website. I just need to post on Facebook. You know what? Yes! As your Rangers have just released it. Oh man, I've just blew up. I think the hamster's just died. It hasn't really. I'm joking. This is. No wait, hang on. Hang on. I'm just trying to. How do you copy and paste copy? Oh man, this is excellent. So sorry for swearing back then. I don't like swearing because people. I'm getting into trouble. I'm not getting into trouble, but yeah. I can't put Sky Sports News on in the background here. I can get shut down. But yeah, yeah, absolutely is. Yeah, I'll tell you something. I'll tell you something, man. Not me. It's Rangers. Oh man, I tell you what, Mr. Kavanagh is brutal. He is brutal. Good on him, man. That's a tough. Oh, get up, you. Oh man. Now, if anyone wants to come on live, there's the link. Who cares about him right now? Let's just deal with it. Norrie's a man. Norrie knew all. No, Jill was just saying, what did Norrie say? No, not Norrie. It's a bit of, oh man. I know people are sending me all sorts of messages. I know they're going right here. Oh man, I tell you what, Mr. Cabra, that is one brutal man. Because he get embarrassed with them. He hung about. I think he hung about and just. I don't know yet, man. Norrie, yeah, yeah. The get. You two get out of our club, right? I'm sure there'll be somebody. No, I don't think there's anything behind the scenes. I think it's quite obvious, John, lad. The crap. Yeah, Ronnie, I know you didn't mean it. It's all right. Oh, there was lots. See, the journal lads were on as well. But I get about 8 or 9 WhatsApps about it. One of them was from somebody that doesn't get it wrong. I'll leave it at that. Why? I'm sorry. I love my football club, and we've had an absolute disaster the last teams of them. So I'm going to enjoy this moment. I can't. I apologise if that upsets you. Oh, come on, right? I know.
Rayong Stevie G.
Brian Steven Gerrard. What? He's not. Oh man, this is amazing. And as remember, I think it was one of the fan when it might have been Heart and Hand said it was a fan meeting, you know, the Rangers supporters fan group. I can't remember what they're called. My head's doing a million miles an hour here. They said to Thelwell and to Mr. Cameron, once the chanting starts, there's only one fight. There's only one outcome, and it's happened. I know. Sorry, mate. I mean, we're all. Yes, Ian. 100%. It's a club statement. Look here. Go on. Right, listen. It's on Talk Sport. The thing is, if I put Talk, go on to Talk Sport. Go on to Talk Sport. Me too. The thing is, I've just eaten a biscuit as well. You know, the kind of the ones you get in the. Oh, come on. John, come on. Let's just celebrate the moment instead of dragging us down. There's Maggie. Hello, Maggie. How you doing?
Yes!
I know, innit?
Oh, it's amazing.
I know. The thing is, like this morning, you're like, is it happening? Is it happening? But there was way too many of the right people said it. You know, I'm getting eyeballs off the wife, but no, she's great. You could well be. I don't think Souness will be there because he's an old. Souness is a pensioner man. Remember.
Oh, I can see the people commenting this time. This is much better.
You can. You should be able to see it. I've got to see it.
Wow.
Stevie G, director of football. You heard it here first. There's Stacey. Aye.
Hiya, pal.
There's wee Stacey. I mean, do you know what? I'm moving through the living room. Right. Give me a second. This is my office. The lighting might not be as good through there, but give me a second, ladies and gentlemen. I'm still here. Right, that can switch off. Phone. I've got to lock this now because the bloody cat's making a right mess. Right, give me a second.
I know, John. It's amazing, isn't it?
Shit! I actually dropped my water bottle.
Could have been worse, Frankie. It could have been your laptop.
Hang on. I'm just... Right, I need to change my channel. Yeah, dancer, man. But I don't normally like doing that thing. Right, my phone won't stop. Right, just need to, I've got the wrong specs. Doesn't matter. I'm moving over to Sky Sports News. Rangers sack. Thank for that. Brilliant. Right, does this work? This one. No, that one doesn't work. But no, this is just a great moment, man. Long time coming, isn't it?
Definitely. I mean, I've mentioned you before. Football is paramount for my mental health, and the way the club was going was heartbreaking.
I know. Give me a second. I'm going to get my headphones because I can't hear right. Give me a second.
Wow, Brian. I wonder who it is.
Right, I'm here. I'm just running about and daft like everyone else at the moment. My phone's pinging. I'm just going to put the headphones. Right, I might get feedback with that. Aye. Right, hang on to hook up. Dome. AirPods. Right, can you hear me all right? Aye.
Aye.
Aye, no. All right, that's good. That's all right. That's good. Good. It's brilliant news, isn't it, man? I'm looking. I've got Sky Sports News now. I'm looking to see what that. Oh
Did
man,
you see
the thing
what-
is, Mags. Go on.
Did you see what Brian said? He said that the candidates that they were talking to are in the job already.
Okay. I don't know, but like I say, it's all very fresh. You know what I mean? It's all very fresh. So we need to. They're gone. David Weir's been approached, but he's just signed for somebody, isn't he? My daughter's laughing at me. We'll see. It's going to be a good couple of days. I'll tell you that much. Right, here's my phone going. Right, who's messaging me now? I'm getting about 50. This is great. Yeah. This is great, man. Scott, aye. Yeah. The thing is, Mr. Carroll's been quite brutal here. You know what I mean? He hung about, and I don't know if he gave any sign that they were to them that they were going to go. But the one thing is, they were never going to resign because they don't get a payout then.
That must have been enough for the owners.
But Maggie, aye, because they would. No, I'm sure he went to someone that. Hang on, Google David Weir. Yeah. Got our club back. Right. I'm going to be doom and gloom here. Get our club back. But the thing is, we've got to wait to the next guy. It might be. Nah.
You were going to say the next guy might be worse.
I was. But that could be. But I don't want to say that the day night. I know they know. Carol said that the candidates are currying roles. So can't say too much. Right. Fair enough. Aye. Like I say. But he. Oh, absolutely. The thing is, though, let's be perfectly honest. A lot of us don't really know about these people that do this job because it's not a role that we pay much attention to at other clubs. Yeah, I couldn't tell you who the Man United's one is. I couldn't tell you who the Aberdeen one is. You know, so it's just. But Mr. Kavanagh was embarrassed by those two, and he's acted on it.
I agree with you there.
You know,
because it's just business at the end of the day, isn't it?
Aye, and the thing, guys, and hindsight's a wonderful thing, Mags. He said he won't make the mistake again twice. He's held his hands up, and that mistake was those two.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and that is it. You know, he's just
absolutely.
It's, in fact,
a lot of people thought or said, you know, Thelwell had an input into the team, and I could see their point to a certain extent.
Maybe, but I mean, I wonder how much Danny Rose had to do with this, saying I can't work with them too. You know, is that a possibility?
I think that's a strong possibility.
You know,
I really do.
Whether it was, I mean, maybe a bit snidey behind the back of them too. You know, said to Mr. Cameron, listen, I want to play for this. I want to work for this team. But right, people mentioning Souness. Souness is something like 74. He's an old man now. You know, I mean, he lives in Poole. You know, listen, his phone will always be available. You know, like Danny Rowe could phone Souness at 3 a.m. and Souness would answer. You know, but to be working daily at the club, I don't know. I mean, that's go on, Mags.
I mean, you know, we've got really fond memories. Souness and what he did to the club, or did for the club, should I say? Would the sporting director be a full-time job, though? That's my question.
I know. I don't. It's one of them. The thing is, the managers get too much to do. You know what I mean? As it is nowadays, it's. It's one of them, Max. We don't know.
For American, they're big George on.
Absolutely, George. The thing is, remember, I work offshore drilling, so I've worked with the Yanks for 30 years. So yeah, and you're right. Yeah.
I agree there with Nick. He was definitely getting told who to play. I mean, when Shermetti signed, if I've said his name right, I thought that was fantastic.
Aye.
I thought that
He
was
said-
fantastic, but he was a project player and he was a young lad and he shouldn't have been put in the position. So yeah, I do agree that he was being told, Danny Rowe was being told who to play.
So and I went and remember Danny Rowe had apparently he did an assessment or a written thing how he feels the club works, what he needs, and he gave it to Mr. Kavanagh. And these two are gone. These two are gone. So
Yeah, that would make perfect sense.
Aye.
That makes sense. Here's one.
No, Alex Ferguson's retired, man. He's not going to come in as a sporting director. Listen, he will as soon as he would answer the phone to anyone at Rangers, I'm sure, See, I hate this data chat, but anyway, that's what it is. That's what it is, But there's, I know. They're definitely away. Yeah. I'm just going to look at Twitter a second. That's gone mental.
Christmas has definitely come early, hasn't it?
Yeah, it's great, man. It's the thing is, I wonder. Hang on. Yeah. People sending me a lot of messages.
Somebody's joining.
Aye, hang on a minute. I don't know. The thing is, I'm still working out how to do this.
Okay.
Aye. But,
going on. Yes, I agree, George.
Oh, brilliant, wasn't it? Aye. Yeah, the thing is, Big X been out. You've got to remember these guys have been out the game for a while. You know what I mean? We need to be forward thinking whether what that is. Yeah, I don't know what's up with you, Gordon.
Can I go backwards, mate?
Oh, wait a minute. Hang on. No, exactly. I can hear you, Gordon. I can't see your camera.
Hold on.
Your camera shut. Aye. Oh, there we go. How's it going, Gordon?
Fine,
Listen,
mate.
I'm going to try and work out how to get all three was the same. There we are.
That came into my inbox about half an hour ago about them two.
Aye. I mean, I was up doing a visa thing the day, which was a pain in the neck, and I actually dozed off in the taxi because we were an hour away, and I woke up and my phone, and there was one person messaged me that knows. I was like, oh, aye, but yeah.
That could only mean one thing, Franky.
Yeah,
we're going to get money at Christmas.
I think they did anyway, But me and Max have just said
they're going to give money to them too. No way. They're going to give them two money.
Probably, yeah. I mean, somebody said the site through their data. It's quite their data is clear. They're crap at their jobs. Yeah, I mean, let's be perfectly honest, Gordy lad. But what I thought, apparently Danny Rowe at the end during an international break, he did an assessment. And I wonder if he's just said, "Look, I can't work with these two dickheads," and Kavanagh backed him, because I was told that within the first few days of Danny Rowe signing, he said there's a player he wants. He's in Thelwell. Just kind of went, no, and a dismissive way, not a right. Come on, let's sit and talk about it. It was like no, it was like a no, So yeah,
There might have been a danger that Rowe would have walked if they two hadn't went. Because if he wants players, if he wants players and them two saying, "Oh, what's he going to do?" He's getting nowhere to go.
I know. There's that as well to bring back Coppin. Like Gordon's just said there. I mean, we've got to look forward. You know. I mean, I'm pretty sure his boy will be away as well. That'll come with the time. Because normally, these positions are similar to a manager. When a manager gets sacked, his coaches normally go. So I'm going to assume with Thelwell getting sacked, his squad, his underlings will be going as well. But we'll find out in due course in the next week. The main thing was those two are gone.
Yeah, definitely.
You know, it's a nice feeling, man. It's a nice feeling.
You wonder how much influence Rowe had on that.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying, Gordy. He did an assessment during the international break of how he felt his tennis was. And I've wondered if he said, I can't work with these two dickheads, and they're gone, you know. It's a nice feeling.
If another manager walked at this point in time, it would have been a total disaster, Franky.
Yeah. And as Andrew's saying here right now, there'll be a lot more careful. Again, Mr. Kavanagh said he won't make the same mistake twice. You know, I mean, he will go all out. I mean, we're not going to get something we need to calm the jets with sometimes. We are still a bit toxic to the rest of the world football looking out. We've been 14 years of crap. We're still not quite fixed yet, if you know what I mean. So, and that's something that Rangers fans, myself, sometimes we need to calm down a wee bit and remember, you know.
As I kept saying on this, Franky,
I don't know who Nerligan is.
No, I've not heard them yet. I don't know either. As I kept saying on this, I think I got poo-pooed a bit. We sacked a manager for getting a European trophy, Franky.
I know. Oh, no. It was... And I also think, what's his name, the Belgian manager we just sacked. I think if he was here right now, I didn't think he was a bad coach.
Wasn't a bad coach at all.
No, and he was a nice person. Guys, I'm going to sound like an absolute tool here. Google it, and you'll find the Rangers website. Wait, here's one popped up. Yeah. But I don't know what Paul. Right, okay. I know who you mean now, but I don't know his role as has he been a good CEO, a good thingy since he's left. You know. Well, that cookie I ate's kicking in now because, you know, the broccoli's legal here. And because I don't get pee tested anymore, I thought I may as well. And I couldn't have that on a worse day. I'm sitting here trying not to giggle like a child, man.
I think the senior management think Rangers can win the league still after what's happened in the last few weeks.
I still think we can win the league.
Franky.
No.
Oh, man. Fantastic, Alan. Fantastic. Will he stay when Daddy isn't there? That's a big question, isn't it? Will he want to stay?
Yeah.
No, he'll go.
Yeah, I know it's difficult. I don't know, guys. Google, guys. I don't mean that in a bad way because everything's going mental now. I've got a lot of my phone won't stop beeping.
Learn the lessons before. That's some money.
But this isn't a manager. It's listen. Let's be perfectly honest. Us three watching this, and I've just alluded to, we don't know people in these positions around the world, do we? Let's be honest. You know, I don't know who their assistant manager is at any team in Scotland. Never mind who the sport director is. You know, and Kavanagh's been doing this for a while. Kavanagh's been doing this for a while because remember he's. Go on, mate.
I said I don't think they'll bring in somebody. I think they'll keep a manager in charge of everything. That's the way Rangers have been for centuries.
I know, I get that, Gordon, but at the same time, what you might find the difference is he'll say to a sporting guy, "Look, I need a left back, right back, centre forward, blah blah blah," and he'll be presented with the players and say, "I want him, go get him." Instead of the way it's been done.
Why not just take yourself? Why get a second party?
Because sadly,
he needs to go and watch. He can't go and watch games in Eastern Europe when we've got training the next day.
Oh,
you know what I mean? You've got to.
Walter Smith done it.
Aye, but it's a different era now, Gordon. It's a different era now.
And it's a company.
He wouldn't accept it. He wouldn't have accepted that, Frankie. Walter Smith. I want sole control. I want sole
right, sorry.
control.
All right. All right, okay.
I think
hang
the
on.
problem
Give me-
is
let me.
nowadays the clubs are run as companies. So,
Yeah,
you know, to fit into European football for the future, we need to have a sporting director. We need to be a big club.
Here's another one
But
coming up.
because it's failed, they might not do it again.
I'm going to disagree with you, Georgie boy. I think. All right. How are we doing? How are we doing, Gaza? Thanks for joining in, man. This is 3 new people today. This is brilliant, man. Just as
I've
my
been
cookie's
trying to
kicking
get up
in and
with
I'm
you.
fine.
I've been trying to get on your live for a wee while now.
So far,
I know.
Right.
The thing is
see when you're talking about what's been happening with us, Frankie, right? There's one thing I will need to realise. See, there will be people that will be against us getting him out, getting the two out, because they'll be turning around saying things weren't got to be any better. Now we've got rid of them. The thing is, we've got a board that's it's went in and they've put a lot of they've put money into the club, right? But the thing is, right, they've said that Thelwell was one of the main people that organised all this, right? So if that's the case, it's not got to make any difference whether we've kept them or we've got rid of them, because at the end of the day, they're still going to see it the way that they're going to see it. They're not going to change the way that they're going to do things.
I disagree. I think they
I
will.
re- I do. I think Cavan has said himself he's going to change things. It didn't work the first time. We'll have a sporting director, but he won't have as much power. He'll be like a scout on you.
I can agree.
Right, on you go to
that,
Romania
Frankie.
today.
I would agree with
Yeah,
that.
and then I think a lot more of the power will go back to the manager of who signs that contract. You know what I mean? Yeah.
I do think that January is going to be a tester for us, right? Because we've got a good few players that's playing for us now that we need to sever ties with. I said this to you before, Frankie. I think that what we should have done is we should have took the hit before the summer transfer window ended and terminated people's contracts. Right, took the hit for it, got rid of players that wasn't going to make any difference in our club. Right, terminated their contracts, got them out, paid them off. Right, then started building up for what the manager was wanting to look. Know what the board members are wanting, what the manager sees, because at the end of the day, the manager works with the players every day. So the manager has a better idea than what Thelwell did or what Stewart did, right? They weren't working with the players 20 all day. They weren't working every day, every week, right? So having the manager picking players is more beneficial for us, like what we used to do.
And I think you might see that will happen now. Thelwell, because Danny Rowley-Cash, I'm the more I've said it 20 times already, the more I think about it, the more Danny Rowley's assessment has a play in here. He'll say, get rid of it. I can't work with them too. He'll have been told, no, there will be a sporting director, but he will be working for you, not you working for him. You know what I'm saying? I need a life back in here, right? And he'll go away and get players. And then not Thelwell, what's his name? Daniel say, no, I want this chap here and sign the document. Guys, I get what you're saying about getting rid of players. We need a squad. We've got 6 players out from the international week. You know what I mean? We do need depth. Even that depth might not be very good. And it's why I would keep Tav next year. I would keep him as part of the squad, not as a first-team player. Let him hand over the captaincy. Tav's never, ever injured. You know what I mean? But that's not really where we want to go there. So go there now. So
I can't believe we're as close to the top of the league as the way we've played.
Okay, I've been saying that as well. See, that's one thing I'll agree with you, Gordon. Yeah. See, when we were sitting at the start of the season, when there was no sign of anything coming from us, we were sitting at the bottom of the table, near the bottom of the table, and there was no fight in the team. right? See, since that we've got Danny in, you're seeing a big difference in the way the squad's running now. I still think that we're light in a few areas where it comes to on the pitch, and we need to cut ties with a few players. But I think Danny is going to have this team working well. He's not got everything sorted. He's not got everything sorted that he wants to get done yet. But I would say within the next maybe 3 or 4 months, I reckon that the players that if he does get more money to bring players in January, I think he'll have players bed in and he'll be working the style that he wants.
I think the hierarchy can still win the league. They're going to go.
Absolutely do. Absolutely. And the thing we've got to remember about January, it's hard to sign player in January. You've got the January tax, and you've now got the Rangers tax.
Yes.
But I would go and get Gogic no matter what, and we get the young boy Stewart from Kilmarnock.
Just go. Centre half, Franky. Gogic.
Go and get them.
Yep. That's a good.
See the one thing I will say though, see this season, this has been one of the most unpredictable seasons that we've had in a long time. Because if you look at how bad Celtic's doing now, and if you look how bad Rangers are doing now, then you've got Hearts. You throw Hearts into the mix, but Hearts just got beat yesterday as well. It's crazy.
Some of the comments are brilliant.
The thing is, though, see, like, this is me talking like hot like Steven Spielberg. We were this 14 years of hell. We've won 4 trophies. But with the start of this season that we had, there's a Hollywood movie here. You know what I'm saying? And I'm looking at the Scotland game the other night. We were crap. But look at those, and there's 3 of the best international goals you've ever seen. I'm taking inspiration from that. If we go and win this league, man, holy cow, man. And we can. We can.
Here's a question for you, lads. Who do you support on Saturday? Who do you want to win, Hearts or Hibs?
Yeah,
Hibs has to be Hearts.
Hibs all won on Saturday.
Because the one thing I will say to you, right, I don't know whether the 3 of you will agree with me on this, right? I'm going back, right, to the 80s, the 90s and that, right? See, when you look at a Rangers squad, right, and the players that Rangers used to attract and bring in, the biggest majority of them were all from Scottish leagues, from the Scottish League, were all from the Premiership teams. Why can't we go back to the days where we were actually poaching players from other Scottish teams? Like you've got your Shanklands, you've got quite a number of the other players and stuff like that, right? Rangers was built on.
So that's the problem. As Franky said, there's a Rangers price,
a Rangers tax, yeah. But just what it is, it's a good thing that's happened today. It's as simple as that, you know what I mean? It's like we'll get rid of this absolute walloper, you know. And then,
2 wallopers. 2 wallopers.
But I want to say something about the Jambos, right? See if Hearts do beat Hibs on Saturday, if Hearts, whatever day it is. If Hearts beat Hibs at the weekend, by the way, you've got to look back and go, actually, they are serious about this. You know what I mean? They're under pressure of drawn games, of lost a game. To go and beat their rival, their local rival, I would have to take another step back and go, well, We've
still got a game in hand. That's another thing as well. So we've got a game in hand as well. So if you take that out and if we win that game in hand, that puts us 2 points behind Celtic. 2 points behind Celtic.
They've got a game in hand. They've got a game in hand as well.
Yeah.
Their game in hand comes from the semi-final.
Yeah, that's right.
But that's where I turn around and says, see, this is what if Celtic could maybe go out there and get beat. Or maybe draw, and Rangers could maybe go out and win or draw. It's like you can't say what's going to happen, but the thing is, it might put a bit of a boost in our team now, where we're going to go out and actually play. And if we pick up the 3 points, a lot of the support will be saying to themselves, "Look, we could actually go out here and actually get to the top of the table again."
They haven't beat us over 90 minutes this season yet.
Alison, sorry to interrupt. Alison Knox just made a cracking point.
She always does.
certainly does. There we go. I wonder if the recent signing, the set piece coach, connection to Thelwell tipped him over the edge.
But at the same time, though, this close to them getting sacked, they would have vetoed it. They wouldn't have coming anyway. You know what I mean? Maybe. But remember, Danny Rose said he did the interview with them. There we go. There's something else to think about. Danny said, I interviewed this man and others, and I was very impressed with him. He's in line with the way I want to play football. It's a great thing, man. And Falkirk, Ibrox and Saturday. Ibrox will be bouncing. Like, in fact, we've got the European game on Thursday, which I think is 2:45 in the morning my time, and that doesn't matter. But yeah.
Franky, I think, in my point of view, we need to forget about Europe this season because we're not going to do anything in Europe now. We're that far off it this season. We're that far off it, and I think with regards to that, our main priority has to be the league. I'm not bothering about cups or anything like that. We have to go out for the league.
I've got and even back in the day, and I get a bit of grief for this. Europe's always been a great game to have. It's all three trophies in Scotland were more important than Europe. Obviously, if we went and won the Champions League, but Europe's just been a fantastic, great atmospheres, big games. Barcelona's, Dortmund's, Bayern Munich's coming to Ibrox, seeing the world stars. But no, I don't care about Thursday. I don't care. I want them to win, but it's Falkirk on Saturday, 3 points up the road, and hope other results go our way.
Right, tell me something, Frank. What was the problem with Stewart? I know Thelwell was a wanker, but I didn't really hear much about Stewart. What was his problem?
Stewart was along the same lines. He had been at Rangers for so long, and he had caused a lot of the problems that we had with the back, and he wasn't willing to relinquish a lot of his power and stuff like that.
Right.
But this is why we're saying...
He would have been involved in the players coming in, would he?
Aye, he was. Aye, Stewart was. Aye. Stewart was one of the... Oh, sorry, Frankie.
I think it's all up in the air at the moment, but Stuart's gone for at the end of the day, Stuart's he runs Rangers daily.
Yeah,
he's a daily guy. He's the guy that's in the office. So, and he's made a backside of it. You look at the Shankland, because I'm pretty sure you'll agree with me here. Shankland didn't re-sign his contract for Hearts for what was about 3-4 weeks. To me, that was him saying,
"Come and get me.
Come get me."
Yes.
Aye.
You know.
But the thing is, we paid 10 million for that. What's his name? Aye. We paid 10 million for that guy that's playing for this season. When we refused to pay the money to bring Shankland in, it's like, are you crazy? Why did we miss out on bringing in a player that was less than what we paid for Chimiti? I don't understand that at all.
It would have been free. You know what I mean? And the thing is, see, talking about what I'm trying to say, Patrick Stewart, it would have been Kavanagh that gave the okay to sign Chimiti because he was in the States. He wasn't a micromanager. That was Stewart that gave it, and Stewart said, "Mr. Kavanagh, we need 10 million. Oh, there it is. I trust you." You know what I mean? Because Kavanagh wasn't on the data sheet. He's right. Dave King was in 43 companies when he was at Rangers, are involved in one way or another. Mr. Kavanagh will be the same. He'll be involved with, and these guys are also usually heavily involved in charities and stuff like that, on the boards of charities, give them advice, because this is an intelligent man. Remember his one and only interview before, right at the start in the Edmondson House, he said, the only time I'll be in Scotland out with games is when there's a problem. He was here for 2 or 3 weeks. You know what I mean? And he had other shit. He did not want, I'll tell you, he did not want to be here. He wanted to be in Philadelphia, dealing with the 49ers. And I'm going to take a guess, he'll be on the board of companies like Pepsi, Microsoft, and companies we might not know the name of, and he's had to come and deal with this crap, That's ruthless what he's done.
Are they selling leads? I heard they were selling leads, are they?
I genuinely don't know that, mate.
No, I've not heard that either. Here's the thing. See, when you look at this realistically,
what are you saying? Oh wait. Listen, guess what's happened? Right, Kate, come here. Come here. This is my daughter, Kate.
Hello,
She's
Kate.
a new
Hiya.
boyfriend, and I've got to meet him for the first time now.
Oh,
And I've got I've got to come off here. I'll be back
Okay,
on
mate.
in a bit. I can't do this because it's Thailand. There's a bit more protocol here. All right, I've got to go. Cheers.
talk to you later. Bye, bye.
Right, no bother, Frankie.
Bye.
Right, bye.
Right. Danny Rowe. Danny. Danny Rowe. Danny. Gerard for Thelwell's job. I don't know about that one. Gerard's a football manager. Gerard, I know what you mean. It's just. Do you know? But I'm just loving George. It's just madness. It's great. It's great, man. Danny Rowe. Change my poor man. Gerard for Thelwell's job, yeah. I know all the other. I know everyone else is live at the moment. All the usual, the journal, and just everyone's live. So I mean, I know me, Annie is coming on for me. He's pretty slim, which is. Danny Rowe, Danny Rowe, Danny Rowe, Danny sausage roll. Okay, so sorry. Danny Rowe, Danny Rowe. Oh, sorry if I'm annoying you with that song. Aye, please come on. Yeah, I mean, you know yourself, Georgie boy. That is not easy. That is not easy to do. You know. Oh, I do like that cookie that I had. Danny Rowe. Yeah. Everyone's live, man. Everyone's live. Good luck to them. I'm one of these people. I would rather people would go. I don't know. I'm just so happy, man. It's It was. I mean, in hindsight, as it was obvious, but you can't be that bad at your job. Listen, if they brought in players, the same amount of players, and 80% of them are good, you're going to get two. Because how many players did you bring in? About 18 or something. They know they made a mistake. And billionaires don't make mistakes twice. They might be talking to guy as soon as Mr. Goff, Richard Goff, Ali, or whatever, you know. But they're not. It's absolutely, it's great, and it's Scotty lad. It's great, Scotty. Oh, I love everyone in the day, man. I love you all the time. Anyway, but you know what I mean. Ah, Danny Rowe, Danny. Oh, mate, I love all this. So sorry for not right. There we go. I know it's just. I mean, Scotty, you're sitting here. Was it obvious that we're going? But aye, it's just great, man, isn't it? It's just get rid of these pair of fandans. Yeah. Danny. I would love you all to see this. I'm in the scab. Follow my YouTube, and I'm 3 short of 1,300. Isn't it, Robert? We've got a manager in. We've got a manager in that's doing good. Let's be honest, he's doing good. And then we get rid of I was going to use the C word, and that's not nice to use. We get rid of 2 donuts, as we'll call them, So yeah. I don't want to, the word I was going to say, and that's not nice. It's not nice. Good on you. Scott, me, I'm the same as you. I had a hangover that lasted at least 6 days one time, and that was not nice. Yeah, Maggie, come back on. Oh crap. Sorry, see those is your CJ. CJ, I love CJ, man. He's brilliant, isn't he? They were, and I tell you what, Scotty, I think Mr. Kavanagh's been extremely clever. Right? He hung around, which they wouldn't have liked because that's micromanaging. See Thelwell's interview he did the other week that made us all think, well, he's staying. I think that was an extremely tricky and smart, almost snidey move by Kavanagh because Thelwell didn't once admit he got it wrong. Whereas Mr. Kavanagh held his hand up and said, look, I've got this wrong. He gave him a chance to redeem himself and he didn't. Yeah, man. Yeah, I think I'm the same. You want a kid on, you saw it. Yeah, I would imagine it'd be away. Yeah. Do you think so, Georgie? Yeah, it's certainly an interesting little bit of time coming up. Certainly a little bit. The thing is, we don't need to rush it. And I know people say the transfer window's coming up. We don't need that. We don't need a director of football to go and find players. There's scouts out there that freelance. Rangers will have their phone number saying, "Do you know a good left back? Do you know a good centre forward? You know what I mean?" And also, agents will be sending us the CVs of players left, right, and centre. Shite. Sorry for swearing. Right, who's somebody's? Sorry if you had a beat there. Who's this messaged me? Maggie, it's just Maggie. Maggie's coming back on. Maggie's ace. Yeah, where's Maggie's? Yeah, there we go. Yeah, it's just I'm not sure. It's one of I don't know. That's another thing, Andrew. Not Kavanagh. Thelwell said the reason that he shopped around in England is because it's all he knew. You're supposed, if you were Rangers, you're supposed to know people from Rio de Janeiro to Reykjavik to Hong Kong. You know what I mean, and everything in between. Robin Smith, I don't know. Yeah, the thing is, Mark, I actually gave him a pass for that because see what I'm doing right now. A year ago, I couldn't have done this, but now I'm confident as hell talking. I'm confident talking on my own podcast, but when I go into the Jazz TV and Hands Across the Water, all that, I get a bit nervous in the journal. I get a bit nervous, but I gave him a pass for that. But it was the content. He didn't say I got it wrong, and see if he said he got it wrong, he might still be in a job today. No, yeah, was it you? Yeah, somebody else. There was a couple of. There's a guy in the page. He's a huge businessman. I'm pretty sure he's worth a few million. He said to me, he said in a thread, you don't let three high-powered people go at one time in any business, you know. So, and Thelwell being Mr. Kavanagh being at the top of his game here, no, it's great. Yeah, we've got a manager on the way. This gives the support a huge boost. Ibrox will be bouncing on Thursday and Sunday. Yeah, no. There's me Mags.
Hello.
Mags. Yeah, there's me Mags.
Am I in the bad books before we start talking about Rangers again?
No. Well, what for?
Because the comments come up across the bar, as you know, and I was reading them, hence I was like this. I was reading them and I was like, oh God, I've got to reply back to that. So
You can't really... So what I do is I do that. That's the ones, I put the ones up that for us to see. You know what I mean? That's the ones... yeah, you got it wrong. You might say, but no, the reason I had to cut off there, like I said, Kate, my youngest, she's got our boyfriend, and he's been, you know what, 17, they're shy, and that was him. The two of them had the bollocks, like, oh, they wanted me to come out and meet him. And Thailand's a bit different, like, but what he did though, you know that thing that why there's a hierarchy in Thailand, and he did it to me first time. Her previous boyfriend didn't, and that annoyed Apple, my wife, you know. That's aye. So there we go. Anyway, he seems a nice boy. He's got a nice car. Then he's got a good job. You know, there we go.
Oh,
absolutely. Yeah. She's a good wee egg. Kate. She is. But yeah, that cookie is working very well. No, she's a good wee lassie. She was up in. Hang on, I'm just checking my messages everywhere.
Yeah, me too, Mark. I'm looking forward to Thursday now. I mean, that guy, Gaza, that was on previously said about, you know, there won't be much a difference. And I didn't want to be rude and go, nah,
no.
There will be.
I think, I'm firmly in once, maybe tomorrow morning's video will be about this. I'm pretty sure Danny Rowe had a huge say in that. Like I said, he did his end of... No, I was going to say end of the season. He'd been there a month, and Mr. Kavanagh said, right, how do you see it going on X, Y, and Z? And Kavanagh was, I mean, aye. And he, like I said, they embarrassed Mr. Kavanagh, you know, so.
Yeah, that's it. And the point I was trying to make earlier was, you know, I mean, can you remember when Rangers became a PLC? I can.
Right, I can't really remember. I don't know.
Yeah, I remember it well because my dad was at the AGM.
Oh, no, we had shares. My dad had one share at Rangers. Aye, that was when I was a kid. I don't remember it, but we had one share at Rangers, and my dad said it was just so as we could say we owned Rangers. But I say I've got 2 lifetime memberships, and what's it called? That one, I can't remember what it's called, but yeah.
Yeah, like I remember it, and we are a company, so you're spot on. Kavanagh would have been totally embarrassed with that whole situation.
Yeah, because it looks bad for him in a business scale, Maggie, not just in the 49ers world, because like we've said, he's probably in other businesses that have nothing to do with sport now. For argument's sake, he's in the board of Pepsi. He might be in an advisor to save the children, that kind of stuff. And that it doesn't look good for him. And he'll not get it right. He'll not get it wrong the second time. That's it. I've got a buzz here about the league, man. I think we're going to win the league, man. We won't.
I do too.
It's just it's a movie in the waiting, isn't it? It's a Netflix movie in the making. What is this, gentleman?
When we finished the last chat, and I thought, I'm actually like sitting at my kitchen table with butterflies in my stomach.
Aye. Right, sorry, I'm going to stop you, Mag. Right, Sky Sports are live at Ibrox. Can you hear it?
Aye.
All of a sudden, they are now out of a job. So that is interesting. Given there was certainly displeasure amongst the fans for the 2 gentlemen, then that doesn't come as a surprise. In that sense,
get Sky Sports News on if you can.
They have won 4 games in a row. Maybe a bit of a lackluster performance against Livingston at the weekend, obviously a penalty decision
Sorry.
that Livingston felt they should have got. But ultimately, Rangers have started winning games, something they weren't doing.
And Sky talking about the penalty that Livingston should have had on Saturday. Fuck's sake. Sorry for swearing.
Maybe I'm just biased, but
Right, here's Max, stop. Kavanagh's on.
The first part of our ownership period has been on the sporting side. And that's where all of our attention went to for obvious reasons. With Danny coming in, he has started to improve the on-pitch performance, and that has created the space to allow Parag and I to look at other parts of the club with new eyes and assess what we need going forward. And that's what's led to this change.
And look, how will this
I've just watched, but if anyone said it, if anyone said it, Kavanagh said that was Danny Roll. That was Danny Roll.
Daddy, couldn't get my telly on quick enough.
Basically, Kavanagh said what we were saying. Danny Roll started winning it, and we talked to Danny Roll.
That's what we want.
I can't remember what he said word for word, but basically that's what I picked up on. We've talked to Danny. We're happy what he's doing, so that gave us scope to make this decision. Maggie, that meant that Danny Roll wanted him to GTF, and he did. Oh, right, he's on again. Sorry, Mags.
Fantastic. I really enjoyed getting to know a lot of them on a one-to-one basis. I've enjoyed the fan panels that we did last time I was in town, and we always like to be aware of what they're thinking. But we've come to this decision based on our own data, our own review, our own analysis.
He said he listened to the fans and all that, but he made decisions for his own data and analysis. It was all quite simple there. They were crap. Right? Interim director.
CEO Andrew Kavanagh will be leading the recruitment process, and Andrew Kavanagh obviously wants to get the right person in terms of these roles because they're absolutely key to the football club. This is what he said about the recruitment process.
Talking about the recruitment process.
I think our supporters being vocal about their views is fantastic. I really enjoyed getting to know a lot of them on a one-to-one basis. I've enjoyed the fan panels that we did last time I was in town, and we always like to be aware of what they're thinking. But we've come to this decision based on our own data, our own review, our own analysis.
He's listened to the fans, Mags. Simple.
Absolutely. The sporting director and CEO have.
Oh, me too, H. Me too, Greg. H.
Back on the field again on Thursday in the Europa League.
I know. I will be buzzing on Saturday. Well, Saturday, Sunday, and Thursday.
On Sunday.
Okay, for now, thank you very much.
It's a movie, isn't it, Alan? It's a movie. It's happening. It's happening. We've had 14 years of hell. I'll put the telly back down. We've had 14 years of absolute hell, and it has been. And then we get a new owners, the 8th richest sporting franchise in the world.
Yes.
They make a mistake. Celtic are travelling. Hearts have come out of nowhere and are top of the league. And then this happens. Honestly, man. And I'm sorry for swearing. I try not to swear on the pod because I don't know if people get kids in the background and all that. You know what I mean? It's I don't swear in front of my kids.
No?
No, it
wasn't like when we were young, though, was it?
No, I mean, it's boring for others, but I just don't. I never swore in front of my mum either. I mean, they're all gone, like. But I don't. And certainly, and when I'm in company of females, I don't know. I certainly don't use the C word. Celtic, you know what I mean?
I've got a good
you know the
one
word.
for you.
I've
got a good one for you, but
go on, pal.
If I'm upset with somebody, I call them a custard.
A custard, aye.
Two of my favourite swear words. I was in training centre on Friday.
That's brilliant from Barry there. Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
Because Danny Rose seems somebody that's very likeable, somebody who will talk to you, and we've seen that he's done that. Russell Martin didn't seem like that kind of person.
He was a narcissist. I mean, every time he came on the telly, it made my skin crawl. you know, if he had just announced a human about him and said,
Aye.
"Right, we mucked
Aye.
up, the team was rubbish, I'll make sure it doesn't happen again," or "I'm so sorry to the fans," or anything like that, I would have been.
Yeah.
Right. But you never got any of that from.
And it was the whole attitude, the whole body language, you know. But as Scotty said, and he's right, I'm pretty, as we've said, Max, I'm pretty sure Danny Rose said in his what do you call it? You know, his performance thing. I don't like these men, you know. So,
Well, they weren't.
I mean,
who
Cavan has been
wants
very.
to- Yeah, Alison brought up a point earlier, and I'd like to raise it for you. No, it's just me and you.
Ali's great.
She said, "I wonder what Gerard and Muscat are thinking right now." And I thought that's
it is, but I mean, Kavanagh, his interviews there are kind of. He said that were actually very good. He says he likes the fans, he listens to them, but we're performance data driven, and I think that's him maybe being a bit diplomatic because he you know, it's he said the right things, you know, but the fact he said that Danny's come in, he's won 4 games, we like what we're seeing, so that gave us scope to do this. You know what I mean? Danny Rose had a big say in that.
Yeah, definitely. 100% agree with you.
Aye.
I definitely agree with you on that. Whatever he's written up.
Where you go? Kate. Oh, she's ordered food. The wife's ordered food. That's the thing in the food here. It'll be about £1 for whatever she's ordered.
Oh man, they
The Thai food.
just looking at it, I'm like, oh.
The food's nice. Like, what did we have today? We actually went to a place in Pike called Robin Hood that's great and a full English. The actual wife and kids love that. I've got to remember they like that. You know, that's different for them. You know, because what this place Robin Hood does, sorry to diverse, what they do, they've got a great menu. They give you a bit of paper and you pick your own couple of streaky bacon. You pick your own breakfast basically. You know, you just take a box, beans, mushrooms. It's quite a good idea that, like, you know.
It is. Yeah. We do, although we do set breakfasts at the Breakfast Club, the place where, and I'm going to send you a link later on.
I'll put it up later.
No, it's just it's really for you personally. So where we hold it, is called the Powder Monkey Tap House, and the brewery. Yep, and the brewery is close by. Well, they've just expanded into Australia, so I'll definitely send you that. Well worth a look at. But although we have set breakfast, our members can have whatever they want.
Right, yeah.
And it's a good idea.
Oh, it's spicy stuff. Aye. There's Bazon from Hands Across the Water, getting followed Hands Across the Water. Where's me, Jan?
Jan was scared the shit.
Yeah, that's Alison's making a very. That's another good point, Alison. Yeah, she's right.
You're right.
Yeah, Ali's right, man. Alison, come on! You said you wanted to come on. You know, send me the link. I mean, she may be at work, but I'll certainly send her the link. She's been pinging me messages about all this all day. Not all day, but and that was Ali. She has said she's wanted to come on. Oh, please.
I hope she does.
She's a coach. I've just pinged her the message. Yeah, but it's just. Oh, there she is. Check your messages, Ali. Just click that link that I've sent you in the DMs, Ali. Just click that link in the DMs and you'll come on. It's pretty straightforward. There we go.
Hello.
It's Alison. Last. It's ladies' night.
I'm at work.
It's ladies' night.
I'm at work, but who
Ladies'
cares? I saw that post and I thought, no, this isn't true. And next minute, they're gone. I thought, can he be? And I'm like, Jesus.
There was too many of the right people saying it.
Exactly.
You know,
when Hands Across the Water posted it, I thought,
Baz is in the chat, by the way, if you can see what Baz is about. I
actually had a dream about this, seriously.
Really?
I genuinely think the two signings had a connection to Thelwell. He must have thinking, this guy's bringing everybody in. Wait a minute. I think he's woke up and smelled the roses.
And I think as well, remember the interview Thelwell did, and I think that was, I don't want to say that, I think he gave him a bit of.
Oh, you've lost your sound,
quiet.
Franky. Can you hear me, Ali?
I can hear you, but I can't hear Franky.
No, me neither. Bless him.
That's it.
Hello.
Yeah, we hear you now. You went quiet.
All right, that's cool. No, what? And I don't want to say this too loud. I think, see, for Thelwell's interview that he did, I think that was the Mr. Kavanagh giving him a bit of rope to see how he would handle it, and he never apologised. Kavanagh put his hands up and said, "I've got this wrong."
You said it weeks ago. You said Kavanagh is in Glasgow. He's reading the room. You've said it right. Weeks ago, he's been there. He's heard what the fans have said. He saw this business recently and he's thought, no, enough's enough. But I think when folks started questioning, like, Danny Rall, why he's not picked his own team, I put this in the last chat, I just wonder if Danny Rall said, Mr. Kavanagh, see, unless I pick my own team, bye-bye. You don't know.
That's what we've been saying. Because remember, Ali, we've been told that Danny did at the start of the international break, he did a report. I wonder if he's handed it over to him and said, get them to F. Because I was told, I never put it in the page.
You know what the Germans are like? No disrespect. The Germans are ruthless and you'll not stand any nonsense.
And so the Americans, I work offshore in oil and gas, they don't F about. And Kavanagh is embarrassed about this. And he's not just embarrassed in the sporting world. Because we've said he's probably involved in people at Pepsi, Microsoft, just in the board and stuff like that. And he doesn't make a mistake twice. But,
can you imagine all that thing with Stevie G is coming his no, Muscat is coming his no, then Rawls coming is out there. That was an embarrassment as well. I mean, that's, as you say, in Kavanagh.
Especially when they said, Stephen Dare didn't come because he was settled in the Middle East. Why didn't you send him a WhatsApp? Are you settled in the Middle East? Aye. They didn't pay £80,000 for a return flight in a private jet for him to go up to a posh hotel in London and go, I'm happy in Bahrain. Bye. You know what I mean?
I genuinely, someone put in another group chat, one's a millionaire, one's just won a league. See, if I was me personally, if I was Stevie G, I'd be a bit gutted because he wanted to come back. But how? Here's the thing. Well, Danny Rall says, Stevie, come on over to Glasgow and help me out.
No, I don't think so. I think Danny Rall will want to be his own person. I think that'll be a lot to do with Danny Rall. Right, we're getting a sporting director. That's happening, right? That's the way football is. But Danny Rall will, the final, sign him. You know what I mean? And he said the other day with Scotty Stevie Smith. He said no. Who was it? The set piece guy. Danny Rall said no. It was me that signed him. He was a guy I wanted. And see, with hindsight, the last 7 days, there's a lot. You can put a lot together.
Someone put in group chat, Stephen Smith is not happening. Thelwell doesn't like it, and I thought, this guy can't, and I said, this guy can't control everything. And I just wonder at that point, Rawls said, no, wait a minute. And that's been the last, that's, as you say, the rope to hang himself. That's been the last thing. Thelwell said, it's not happening. And then Kavanagh went, right, bye-bye. Here's a Glasgow kiss.
I know you're at work, Ali, but Sky Sports News, has been interviewed about it, and he said he listens to the fans and all that, and it's great. He has great interaction with some of the fans, and he also said, "I like what Danny's done. He's come in, he's won the 4 league games, he's doing well. So that gave us scope to take this action." That said to me, Danny Rowe said, "And let's put it in Scottish, get them to F." You know what I mean? Scott Fry, there's me. Tam, do you want to come on? Tam, there's me, Tam. I'll send you the link. There's a wee man. Wee Tam's great. Yeah.
And it's 13 minutes.
Yeah.
But after the week, honestly, I was sitting in my house at the weekend and my daughter was next to me and McGregor scored and I says, yeah, I'm absolutely swearing perfect. And she just looked at me. But honestly, Celtic, after watching them, I felt so gutted because, and it was like when they won the cup game, take McGregor out of the game and Celtic collapse. Seriously, Celtic are nothing. They've got their troubles just now. Honestly, they're nothing. And the hearts, the minds, get in the mindset now. Start just. The wheels in the bus go.
There's something happening here. This is a Netflix movie happening right in front of us.
Honestly, it's just. The greatest cut. Honestly, we've done it before with 13 points with when Philip Clement was there. We brought it back. At one point, we actually gave him a hand over, and then we kind of seriously. Can you imagine just now the Rangers player, the dressing room just now? Hearing the news that he's been sacked, they'll be going.
It also puts to bed the fact that people say that Thelwell picked a team. I've never believed that. Oh, here's wee Tam. Here's the wee man.
Hello,
here's the wee man. You know what I mean? I'm not saying these ladies are old, but it's with 3 elders and the young team.
By the way,
what are you feeling,
trying to
Tam?
remember what you were saying about getting everyone on the screen. 4 people works quite well.
Right. Anyway, Tam, how are you feeling right now, wee man?
Buzzing is the best way to say it. I think I said it for ages. They were dragging our football club into the ground. I almost feel as good as when Martin gets it, if I'm honest.
Oh, this is better. Do you think Phil will go with Martin now? Do you think he'll stick?
I was on about Kate, my youngest daughter. She's got a new boyfriend, and he just turned up for the first time to meet me because he's been dead shy. So I was, oh God, So I went and met him. But lovely. He seems a lovely lad. So anyway, because my wife's being a mum, she didn't like the last guy. Because there's a thing in Thailand, there's a hierarchy thing. Because I'm the father, it's called a Y when they do that. The last boyfriend didn't do that to me. This guy did the bit. Very different levels of one, and he did one, a very deep one. You know what I mean? And Apple just tapped me in the back. That's my wife's nickname. She tapped me in the back. So, and he's got a lovely car, by the way. But anyway.
Does he support Rangers?
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know.
I love it.
I think he supports Liverpool. I think he supports Liverpool. But anyway.
Oh, poor fucker. Oh.
This is just the same. But there's something I want to get across, right? Being semi-serious. People are saying, get this guy in, that guy in. Let's be honest, we've got no clue who sporting directors are. I couldn't tell you who the assistant manager is for most of the teams. Who's Liverpool's sporting director? Who's Tottenham? Who's Morecambe's? Who's Aberdeen's? We don't know. This is a job that, but Mr. Kavanagh will not get it wrong twice. There'll be an open checkbook for the wages for the person that takes the job and players. You know what I mean?
Do we care though? Really?
No, we don't. There's still Rangers fans saying, "Oh, what about the money? What about the money?" Don't worry about the money. You know what I mean? Since we've started this podcast has been going 1 hour 45 minutes. The 49ers have probably made something like $110 million profit in that time. That's the kind of figures we're in. You know.
Can I just say, if I get one negative person out, that's Martin away, that's Thelwell away, Stewart. See if I get a Rangers fan on and start moaning, I'll tell you something. We've got Christmas early.
It's brilliant. But we're going.
The thing about McGregor, what a lot of people don't realise about McGregor, he's a die-hard Rangers fan. His old man sits in the main stand. You know, because people say that Shankland's the biggest miss in 20 years. It's McGregor. You know, as much as I don't like, because semi-final, I was in row C at Hampden, and I was right in line where he hit that shot that scored the goals. You should have heard the noise off the ball, man. It was like, holy shit, man. You know, but yeah. Here's something. I've never said this on the page because I was told quite unequivocally. Danny Rowe came in, he got talking to people, and after a couple of days, there was one player he really wants, and he gave it to Thelwell, and Thelwell just went, no, and walked away. There was no, let's look at him, let's talk about him. I'll go and watch him, I'll send a scout. Nah, where you go. So Danny Rowe's obviously, I tell you what, Danny Rowe has had a big thing about saying this.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. Like
and I just wonder financially if there's some misgivings, to sack them so quickly. Has there been something financially that's came to light and they've just thought, get rid of him? I don't know.
But the thing is, though, if they resign, they don't get paid. If they get sacked, they'll get their severance. But the things, again, Ali, I'm not thinking about money at all.
No.
Why? Because we can afford it. And again, this guy doesn't want to get made a see of again by people. He said he's been embarrassed, and it's not going to happen again. So, Tam, on you go.
Anyway, guys, I need to love you and leave you. I'm going back to work. I'll see you soon.
Cheers, Matt. Thanks for coming on, Ali.
I want to know what this means.
I
was going to just say, I want to know what this means for Robbie Thelwell, who we've just signed as well.
Yeah. That'll come.
Nothing's been mentioned about him.
But here's the thing, whoever will bring in, he's like a football manager. He brings in his own coaches, his own assistant. That'll be the same. Whoever brings in, whatever Thelwell's son does, this other chap might bring his own guy in. We'll see. It's what it is. The next 7, 8. This I do believe this will take a while because we don't particularly need them. There's freelance coaches, freelance scouts around Europe. Rangers will say, look, what we need a left back, we need a centre half, and they'll go and do it for us. And our email will be full from agents.
We don't necessarily need to bring in the first person that jumps at it.
Well, no. And there isn't any rush because for what I'm seeing. Oh,
we've got you now. Me. I keep playing with this, and it cuts out the right. Go on.
For what I'm seeing, Danny Rowe's managing. He's not just a coach; he's managing. Yeah. So there shouldn't be any rush. And when the guy comes in, whoever's going to replace these pair of clowns, then who cares? As long as my only concern is if whoever comes in next tries to limit Danny Rowe, but I don't think that's going to happen.
No. There's no. Danny Rowe's now been given a lot more power, I think, as a coach. When we that goes a loanee or whatever. This could be my Wi-Fi. What you must always understand, ladies and gentlemen, I live in Thailand. Power cuts, etc., do happen, So, but yeah, and I think the wife's dancing on TikTok, so she's stealing some of the thing. But
no worries.
I know, yeah, but there'll be no. I mean, Mr.
You just freeze his wee face. Bless him. So how's the girlfriend, Tam?
She's
Is she all right?
I had to have a wee chat yesterday. So we'll see how that goes. But
he's back. My Wi-Fi went.
You're back.
Again, my Wi-Fi, because I don't know if it happens in the UK. When you get Wi-Fi, you get two. You get two things. One's not as strong as the other. I think I'm in a crap one now, but it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
But
No,
no,
I was just asking him about his love life. I'm turning into an old woman.
Oh, the wee man. I know, aye, because I think he's missed a couple of podcasts because there was a lady involved.
That won't be happening much anymore after a wee chat last night. So
she's getting the boot, isn't she, Paul?
Aye.
But it's an exciting time. It's an exciting time, and more than anything, this gives the fans listen. When Mr. Kavanagh saw the signs, get Thelwell, get to F and all that, as I think it was David from Heart and Hand said, once that starts, there's only one ending, you know. And they want to resign purely for the fact that they don't get the money. You know, when they resign, when they get fired, they get. I mean, I don't know how much money they're on, but I'll be selling 6 figures, like, you know.
Aye, they're on a healthy amount, and they wouldn't have wanted to give that up.
No, not at all.
What?
I'm going to try these again.
I think what we need to do in January is get rid of any trace of them completely.
Can you hear me with these in?
Yeah.
Right, that's good. Because I can hear you better. But it's just, it'll be interesting to see. And as I say, let's be honest, we don't know who these people are, these sporting directors and all that. You know, I mean, you know, because you don't really. There's some teams you don't even know who the manager is. You know, so. Listen, Kavanagh will have talked to a lot of people. He'll get this right. And the remit of the next sport director, he won't have as much power as Thelwell had. You know, the power will be passed upstairs to Mr. Roll.
Would you agree with what Big George has said? What do you think about what Big George has said?
Well, that's what Bomber is. That's what John Brown is. That's what Mark Hartley are. You know, that's what they do. You know, Barry said that's what he does now. You know, we've got plenty of ambassadors.
I think the way they've looked at it is they've looked at the American football side of things and basically brought in what they thought was the equivalent that crossed over into the sport. Because I'm pretty sure, and like with American football and stuff, the equivalent of a sporting director sort of controls everything.
Yeah, and it's the movie Moneyball with Brad Pitt. It's baseball, but you know they bring players that aren't that good, but they do baseball's different. They do certain bits comfortably. But yeah, there's Baz. There we go, Baz. It's that simple, much more confident. You know, we will be buying people from Peterborough. You know, excuse me.
I think.
There's Declan Rice in the telly. I wonder, Declan Rice is on Sky Sports News. Let's go for him. About £8.5 billion, man. Sell Ibrox, you know. But listen, as Baz has said there, Baz is from Hands Across the Water. Please go follow these chaps. You know, they're a couple of good guys. It does, and it's not just that. It's the atmosphere at Ibrox on Thursday. The atmosphere at Ibrox and for Falkirk. It's just that takes away a whole negative chat about Thelwell. What it does, that chat now turns into positivity. I wonder who we're going to get. You know, and we all know we are going to get a better standard of footballer now.
Yeah,
they have somebody that's. There you go.
Oh, no,
Mags.
No, what you said there was a cracking point about now that the atmosphere at Ibrox will change with their into positivity now that they're gone, and that's going to affect the players in a it's like a domino effect, isn't it?
I've just got to change the temperature of my air conditioning. It's a bit cold in here.
I think the 49ers and Cameron, they want this to go positively for them, they wouldn't want any sort of bad light shone on them. So
Not again.
I think any steps that they can do to make that happen, they will take. Obviously, it's took a wee bit longer than expected.
Yeah, but maybe it's because of the people that are coming in. It's just taking that time, tapping them up. Let's be honest, you know what I mean. I don't know what the rules are. I know with CEOs, they can't just leave one place and go to the other. I think there's got to be certain 6 months or something. I may be wrong there. Nerlinger, I don't know enough about him as a. I was going to call him head coach. You know what I'm trying to say, director of football. But I mean, he knows the club, so may well be. He's German. I'm sure he's German. Danny Rowe's German. Danny Rowe's going to have again, just the clockwork thing. Danny Rowe may have a say in who the director of football is. He might say, I know this guy from Red Bull. I know this guy from Bayern Munich. There was a guy in the German national team when I was there. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And when you said that, the first thing that popped into my head was Souness, the Souness era, and how much influence he had for getting players to come to Ibrox. Are we going to get a repeat of that?
I know. The thing is, a lot of people under 25 won't know who Graham Souness is. As sad as that is around Europe. You know what I mean? They don't know who he is. You're going to ask.
But I mean, for the club, that would be tremendous.
I think the way that you're going to go is Danny knows a lot about Germany. It's his home nation. I wouldn't be too surprised to see us sniffing around the German sort of market.
Absolutely.
There's definitely players in there that we can sign for next to nothing. That I know money's not an issue, but there's players down there that we can sign for next to nothing that would absolutely
like I said earlier, this person, these first couple of days, a bit of people, I want this guy. My guess is that's somebody in like the Bayern Munich B team or, in the Bayern Munich or German setup. That's somebody that he knows. He's probably spoke to. We may have to pay 10, 15 million quid for, but that's somebody he knows, and that's got to be a German, I would say. I have no idea what position or anything. I just was told unequivocally by somebody I 80% trust. He gave Thelwell a bit of paper with a guy's name on it, and Thelwell just totally dismissed him. There was no sit down, let's have a coffee and talk about this. Let's watch on YouTube. It was F off, basically. But Danny Rowe definitely had a say in what happened today. Definitely.
Yeah. Still buzzing.
Aye, it's still so... it's a bit surreal, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
I woke up,
surreal.
jumped on Facebook for a second, saw you were live. I was like, hang on a minute. It's 12 o'clock UK time. Why is he live? Scrolled again. Club statement. I was like, hang on a minute. Rowe's not been sacked already, has he? Clicked on it. I was like, yes.
Aye. It's just. And listen, the big one for me is, all right, we talk online and all that, but it's like the Loudon on Saturday and Thursday night, Thursday. There'll be a different atmosphere if you walk in there an hour before than there was before. It'll be upbeat. We're upbeat anyway with Danny Rowe's doing, but getting rid of these two hand pumps is huge.
Massive.
Oh, there we go. Buy it. Right, there we go. Thanks for that info, George. That is... and Bayern Munich... See, when we talk about world football, you talk about the Milans, you talk about Munich. You talk about Juve, you talk about the Milans, you talk about Real Madrid, Barcelona. You forget about Bayern Munich at times. And they're probably the top 3 or 4 teams in the world. You know what I mean? It's, yeah.
Look, anyone that comes through either their academy or the whatever that works with them, that's they're not to be sniffed at all. The Germans wouldn't hire somebody that wouldn't bring them like wouldn't better them basically. So
Aye. And I'm pretty sure the next signings upstairs, Danny Rowe will be involved. He'll need to be involved in the interview process, because if he sits there and doesn't get on with them, you know what I mean? And it'll be things that they'll talk about stuff not about football. They'll just talk about life, how's the family, and all that. Just make sure they'll be able to, because their footballing CV will be out there. They'll know they're good at their job, but it's the personal stuff. Like I've not done very few interviews in my adult, last 10, 15 years. But see, the interviews I've had, it's not been about the job. It's been talking about football, golf, the weather. It was just to make sure that you actually got on with the geezer, It's WhatsApp. It's this.
Yeah, because you have to be able to communicate with people to get the job done.
Aye.
I see where you're going with that.
Yeah.
I see where you go. Oh wow, what's Alison saying? No, they're not. You wouldn't have sacked them otherwise.
Aye. It's just been nice.
He has been
nice. You said it in the most sort of media trained way.
He's not going to start it, guys. It's the best of wishes. Good luck. You know what I mean? It took a bit longer than we hoped it would, but he said he listened to the fans, and there isn't one fan had anything good to say about them. You know what I mean? And it's see if if Thelwell, I'm not sure how many players we signed. Tam, do you know off the top of your head how many we signed?
10. Is it 10? Is it 10,
12, 10, 12?
It's about that.
Right, see if we for argument's sake, say we signed 12. See if 3 of them were crap. Fair enough. You know what I mean? You can't get right, but the other, it's just, there we go. Yeah, that's it. They're not ruthless. They're German. I know that sounds cliche. They're just German. They get things right, Brian wrote the script. Yeah, absolutely.
I've got 8 in my head just now.
Right, aye. But I know, but like I say, one important thing is I think it's put to bed the theory that Thelwell picked a team, or maybe he tried to, and that was another thing about Danny. Danny's like, get this guy to.
I wouldn't put anything past Kevin Thelwell, if I'm honest.
Yeah, it's just not. The bloody cats are going mental. But yeah. Give me 1 second. I'll be back. I'm just going to do the look. I'm just going to do something quickly. I'll leave Sky on for you.
14. Tam. 14. Yeah. That's how many players we brought in the summer transfer window.
Who've I missed it then?
I'm trying to. In saying that though, pal, that includes, because I've just Googled it, that includes our loan players.
Right, aye. But it's the same difference. It doesn't matter loan or not. They're there to kick a bit.
Yeah. 14.
These biscuits are now very interesting, shall we say? Because don't say it out loud, but the broccoli is legal here, so I don't smoke, so a wee bit of here.
Do you want to transfer some over to Hazel?
I'm just looking at the names, and what strikes me is I'm looking and they've all got one thing in common. They've all shown glimmers, but none of the summer signings have been consistently good.
I would argue about Gasman. I would argue about the Gasman. Because you ask any Chef Wednesday, he was brilliant. But I'll see for me. I mean, how will this affect the actual players? Technically, it shouldn't really. But maybe they were so disruptive around the. No, it will, because of a better buzz at Ibrox on Thursday and Saturday.
That's
you know what I mean? Aye.
Well, a good atmosphere at Ibrox will have a good structure a good effect on the players.
Yeah, because they were toxic. They were toxic, and half the reason that the Ibrox was so buoy and all that was because of them. Now they're gone. It's like, well, we've got that pressure lifted off that again. You will look into the Loudon an hour before match, different atmosphere than it would have been last week.
Yeah.
I think as well the players, when you're playing football, no matter who the boos are for, you don't want to hear them. If I'm honest.
Yeah.
It put me off when I was playing.
I would do.
Even if it wasn't for me, even if it was for the other team, you can still hear it. It's still another distraction.
I mean, people say you should be able to handle it as a Rangers fan at the same time, but I'm with you. But at the same time, if you're playing well, Ibrox is a great place to play. You know what I mean? Leeds was a bit.
Are you reading as
I had
well?
big hopes of. But it is there is to a certain extent. We've got to remember. See the me too. I hope that this is a good one. What people forget at times, we're still toxic to a lot of the world football. You know what I mean? That's why we might, like a set piece guy was from Lincoln. He wasn't from Sunderland. You know, we're still a bit of a toxic football club to go and work for. You know what I mean? Because we're a bad period and all that.
We're probably hated by players, if I'm honest.
That's that as well. Yeah.
Haven't dealt with that before. From players that haven't dealt with having to win every week and be to the best of their abilities every time they step foot on that park.
Good point.
For a player to come that hasn't had to deal with that, it's a big culture change, a big shock, and
absolutely
99% of people won't be able to deal with that. But we need to find that 1% that can, and that 1% that will move us forward as a football club.
You play for you play for the jersey, and a lot of these players that have been brought in have big egos. Whereas I think when you're a Rangers player, you need to leave your ego at the front door because you're playing for the team.
Half of them probably couldn't care less about the jersey, and that's what what kind of brings an issue to me. Because
They're just interested in the last Friday of the month what their wages are.
Aye, basically. They don't really. They just think they're there to play football, but they're not.
No, you're right.
What they need to think about as well is the amount of young people that look up to them as well. Young footballers that look up to them. I remember when I was younger, I wanted to be the next James Tavernier or the next Borna Barisic. I love playing at fullback. Now, I don't think any kid watching Rangers be inspired to be any of the players.
Maybe the goalkeeper, because my best mate, my wee nephew Rory, he's a goalkeeper. His favourite player is Jack Butland. So to an extent, but yeah.
Aye, Butland's maybe the only sort of one. But apart from that, I wouldn't. None of them excite me anymore.
No, there isn't. Gassman has his moments. I mean, see if Finlay Curtis starts at the weekend, then you've got to think, wait a minute. Did Thelwell have a big chat? Stacey said something. The thing is, you can talk to them about bottle, you can talk to them this, you can talk to that until they walk out that tunnel. You know, you actually never know how heavy that shirt is for them. You know, we all know they've got the ability because they've been playing at the best teams in football since they were 4 or 5 years old. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, they went. You beat it. You know, he said, and I firmly believe. At the start of the international break, we were told that Daniel had he'd written a report how he felt everything was going. He's always said, these two, get them to F. Like we said, we will be getting a sporting director, but he won't have the power that he's got now. It will be not Kavanagh. Danny Rowe will have final say, and if he doesn't want a player, he won't get. It won't be forced on him like possibly happened to Russell Martin. You know what I mean? But yeah, it's a lot of stuff, a lot of hindsight here at the moment, and it's all actually fitting in place.
Yes.
I think Russell Martin was a bit of a yes man. It was like Thelwell and Stewart sort of said, we want this player. And Martin's just went, aye, that's fine, let's get him.
Simple as that time, aye.
If he maybe kind of stood up and said, no, hang on a minute, I don't want them, maybe we would have been in a different situation. But
I know, that's the thing that's annoying us all. And I tell you what, Kavanagh thinks we can win the league, and I think we can too. It'll be a big ask, and that's why I think when I say throw money at us in January, I don't mean throw money at us, but I mean there's money there. You know what I mean? We'll pay the January tax and we'll pay the Rangers tax. You know what I mean? Gogic, we all want. You know what I mean? You know, and for all, and just this is just coming out of my thick skull now. Kavanagh saying he listens to the fan. I'm not saying he watches me, but he'll have watched Heart and Hand and all the big guys, and I'm pretty sure he's sat in the mornings. You know what I mean? Because these guys probably survive about 4 hours sleep a night. You know what I mean? That's what clever people do. You know what I mean? And I sat there for the morning, press Heart and Hand. All right, okay. And Gogic is mentioned everywhere. You know what I mean? And just get them.
They maybe not always like to put this wee bit in. They'll maybe not personally have somebody doing it themselves, but they'll definitely have some sidekick, like what I used to do when I served. They'll have some sidekick, and they'll say, "I've seen this. Go and investigate it. Find out what the fans are saying, and come back to me." So
the kids, because you saw the kids. I'm sure it's his kids. I mean, when I say kids, like 20, 21, 22, 23-year-old, they look jumping about. They'll have notifications from Heart and Hand and all that. You know, on their Twitter accounts, I'm sure. Oh, it's giving us all a nice little lift. You know, what are you cooking? Are you cooking your breakfast at a certain time?
no, even I'm tidying the house up a wee bit because it's
good on you, man.
I had a wee bit of a slight bender over the weekend, so just
good
making sure
man,
it's presentable.
Those days. And
okay,
someday, it does, Alan. It does. Yeah, as soon as and McCoist as well. McCoist was heavy critical, you know. Yeah, I mean the thing is, what we sometimes forget at Ibrox or up at the training ground every day. You've got Bomber, you've got Barry Ferguson, you've got Lee McCulloch. You know what I mean? And the phones of Richard Goff, Graham Souness, Alan McCoist, they will lift the phone to Danny Rowe or Mr. Cavan at 3 a.m. You know what I mean? Because this thing that we need people, Rangers men around Ibrox every day, we have got them. You know what I mean? And it was that you? Is that your daughter there next to you? With the Celtic shirt on?
Oh.
I knew it was you. No, he's wrong. Everyone's brilliant, man. We've got a good gang on here, man. It's just such a lift. I mean, you sit here. It was always going to happen. As Heart and Hand or whatever said, the second the song sing, Thelwell gets it. The stuff at the airport, that was never going to stop. You know, and I tell you what, see the first one at the airport tab, we owe that chap a pint. I think he kick-started this. I think
we owe many, if I'm honest.
Aye. Yeah. But and it's going to be exciting. And again, Tam, a lot of the names that are going to be thrown about, if we put a hand in a heart, we'll have to Google them before we
Aye.
You know what I mean? You know,
I'm not going to say, I know who that is. I know what he's done. I've got absolutely I had no clue who Kevin Thelwell and Patrick Stewart were before they joined the club.
No. I mean, if you go over to the Journal lads and Hands Across the Water, they're good with stats and stuff like that. You know, especially the Rangers Journal stat guy, he gives me autism by the time I read it in a good way. You know, he's brilliant at it. I think they've got a few. They've got. Obviously,
Doug does do most of it, I think, but he's
and it's deep. It's deep, isn't it? It's deep. To contradict myself, I'm not really a stat man. My stat is at the final whistle. You know, I mean, 2-1 Rangers, but
I've still
those
got
stats are a big deal here.
I've still got a couple of the player profiles. Like I've got one for Ant-Man saved in my phone, and it was a long read, but it was interesting to see.
George, that one, I'm going to read that because that biscuit, that cookie I ate is actually working. I'm not really sure. What I do feel is, we can't. If we had Danny Roll at the start of the season and he brought in his players, we'd be top of the league. And I tell you, we can still win this. I've just got this feeling about it all. The 14 years and the start we had, New Americans, multi-million owners. It's happening, man. It's happening.
I think the players
Alan,
will have their spot
he
back
doesn't
as
want
well.
to be. Aye, Alan, he doesn't want to be embarrassed twice. Mr. Kavanagh, billionaire owners, that makes him. They've made him look a CUNT, and he doesn't like that.
No. It's going to be. He would have had a very frank chat with him today, and he would have just said, "Look, you two get to."
I mean, it probably happened. It probably happened yesterday, and that lawyers will have been involved in all that stuff. But yeah, I know what you mean. My kids have never been allowed to wear green.
I can't. I have.
I think so.
Because if I'm messaging my Royal Marines mates, they message me green hearts, and I'm like,
oh. I mean, that's when they're lid doing it. That's when they're green lid doing it.
I worked harder for mines.
The thing's what Craig's here. Craig, I think they're going to have Rangers are going to bite the bullet, and we're going to get players. I mean, to be going by Shankland, you know what I mean? I mean that's it.
I'm a bit nervous.
I think the Shankland ship sailed. To be honest,
I do as well. I know.
Yeah, good point, mate. I'm a bit nervous about the January transfer window, though.
Aye. No, me too, Mags. It's just we're scarred. We're scarred over these last 14 years. You know what I mean? We're scarred. But Shankland, but as we all know, he didn't re-sign for Hearts at the end of the season. I think it took a month before he signed for Hearts. That was
4 weeks.
Come and get me, please. I come and get me, please.
And he would have played. He would have played his heart out for us. But I agree with Tam. The ship sailed there.
I think so. Maybe.
It was interesting to see Clement coming out and saying that he tried to sign McLean.
Oh, I know, man. I know. If Clement was still here, I think we would be top of the league or not. But the thing is, they won't do it. John, he is not making a mistake like that twice. That's why I think we'll have. When I say money thrown at us in January, I mean a lot of money will be available in January. You know.
Nah, they won't pick another two like that. There's no chance of that.
Nah.
No chance.
I can't believe you got drunk to fucking dump your missus, Tam.
Ought to be 19 again, man.
Oh, is that what you are? Oh, bloody hell. Oh,
is that Wayne?
Oh, he's just want to give a cuddle.
19-year-old had on with this.
That's good going. That's good going. I was in Singapore.
At his age, I'd know in his as well. Yeah, good for you.
Not too bad. Just keeping it tidy is the worst thing.
Isn't it? But our pal Alan said there, and this Tam said the ship has sailed with Shankland. But I say the atmosphere at Ibrox at the weekend is going to be different. It's going to be more upbeat, and that'll transcend down the stands onto the pitch to the lads, like, you know.
Domino effect.
I have just had a knock at my door, so I will need to let you go.
All right, Sam, is it? It's a woman. It's better to be a woman.
It's a woman.
He's not telling us.
No.
It's 9 o'clock here, man.
When you went mute earlier on, I said, so how's things going with the girlfriend? and he said that they'd had a chat yesterday. And then just as you come on, I said, so you're binning her. And he went to answer me and you come back on and I was like, oh man.
Yeah, no, I think this will be a lot more methodical. You've got to remember, Stewart was there before they came in, but I do feel that at that time the ball was rolling behind the scenes. They probably had a say in it. You know, listen, you're going to buy the club in 4 or 5 months' time. Are you okay with this signing, Stewart? I'm not sure, but that would be my guess. See, John, as much as I love you being on here, see right now that chat's whatever. We're here to talk about who's going to
We're
be
enjoying ourselves, pal.
Aye. No, but he's perfectly right to ask. But it's made everyone's Mondays a lot better. Oh, there's Rebecca. Rebecca that does the singing. She's just posted a picture on. She's just posted a picture on Facebook, or with Thelwell when he did the sleep out. I mean, I had to tip my hat to him for doing the sleep out, but he's gone.
He's still a dick.
He is. I mean, it was.
I don't think he did that on purpose. And, I would have had more. I have utter respect for everybody that did that. And I even sponsored, I can't remember the lassie's name. I sponsored somebody. But the thing when I seen Thelwell out there is I thought, you've not done that off your own back.
Okay. After I did the first one, I got off the page. I gave it $4,500 or something like that from people off the page, because I posted one of the lassies. I normally post Wilf. Wilf does a ton for. Okay, right. Sorry, I beg your pardon. My bad. Yeah, you're right there, George. I mean, what was it they said? They sold 15% of the 49ers and it was selling 8.5 billion. Those figures are frightening. These guys he's not making a backside of it twice because he's embarrassed about this. You know what I mean? He's embarrassed about this. I think he's a great talker. I like listening to him.
He was very, when they had the press conference after, when he was quite humble as well.
That's the word.
Yeah, he was humble as well, and I thought, I could work for you.
Yeah, that's it. I mean, he'd want £1 of flesh, which is fine. I've got no issue with that.
No, you would.
Yeah, Alan, read this. That we've been saying that all night. This all night. Rowe was asked to make a report on the playing squad, and I think you will have put the nail in the lid and say, well, absolutely. I've got no doubt that Danny Rowe said get him to F. And also, Alan, I think when the new directors, whatever, football, whatever, come in, he'll be heavily involved in the interview. And once they shut the door, say, I can't work with this guy. But I also think that Danny Rowe have a lot more authority than the haircut did. As in, whoever we bring in, it's all 100% with us, 100%. Yes, So yeah, onwards and upwards, as our friend here, Scotty's saying.
Yeah, definitely.
I think we are going for it. I think the owners will get rid of them, throw money at the team in January. I mean, it's still a long way to go to win. Here's the thing. Here's one thing for me. Everyone's going on about Hearts or Butler. See if they actually beat Hibs. You've got to go, actually, wait a minute. Let's hold our horses here. You know what I mean? That's for me. If they beat Hibs at the weekend, I think we've got to have a rethink. Like, well, maybe, because
I'm quite methodical. I'm methodical, and I was looking at the league table and games and whatever. I was looking at it, and I thought, you know what? I want, and this pains me. I want Hibs to win, because then that knocks Hearts. No.
We would only be about 6 points behind them then.
Yeah, sorry, I've said that arse a bit tit, 1 second, love.
Aye, it's just.
I want Hearts to win so that we can jump in front of Hibs.
Yeah, I mean Georgie's right here. But first and foremost, win our own games. The end. You know what I mean? Win our own games, and then let's. Yeah, I mean we need favours. And another subject that we tend to forget to talk about. We've got a loss in it. We've got a loss or two in us as well. There's that as well. I think all the top 3-4 teams, we're all going to lose stupid games this year, whatever a stupid game is, you know. But like I say, Mags, I think it's all written there for a Hollywood movie. You know what I mean? 14 years of hell, bought these American billionaires, San Francisco 49ers. Why the hell are they buying into Rangers? Rangers have a terrible start. They sack a guy after 10 minutes. And then they sack the CEO, they sack the thing. They bring this young German in. And they win the league. You know, it's all, man. Really? That'd be amazing. Ali gets most stuff right. Aye. Ali, what did Ali say? Ali, aye. Where's Falkirk? Absolutely, but number one, it's our house. It's in our house, you know. And again, there's going to be a better atmosphere at Ibrox purely for the fact that these two twats are gone. You know what I mean? Yeah, Ali, his interview was very good, wasn't it? It was very, it was good. I enjoyed it. Moneyball's brilliant, and I think it's a great movie. You know, and the fact that it's true, and Moneyball, and I mean everyone does Moneyball now, don't they? I mean, even us. It was Max. What it is? It's a baseball team. I can't remember their name, and they actually didn't win the World Series. It was a streak of like 20 games in a row that had never been done. They'd won because I think they played 83 in their normal season. It was a huge thing. They were down some. The game to win the streak, they were down some for like 11-0. With like 1 inning to go and one. It was Roy the Rover stuff, you know.
Yeah.
What Moneyball and what will please you is Brad Pitt's in it. So
no, he's too young for me.
You've got to remember, but watch.
I'm weird. I'm weird. George Albert, I would fall at his feet. Fall at his feet. Brad Pitt, I'd be like, jog on, Lofty.
A high performance organized called us. I love this. I absolutely love that. I love this. I love what you've just said there, Alan. That's honestly, aye.
I can't see it quick enough.
Oh, sorry, aye. Where is he? Right, this is what Calvin has said, Alan, Mags. A high performance organization has called us. That's some statement from Kavanagh. Only the best will cut it at Rangers. Wow.
That gives you a warm feeling, doesn't it?
It does, doesn't it?
Yeah.
We have been lucky at Daniel. And Daniel, we've got, for all we're on a high now, we've got to remember that we've got a loss in it along the way, you know. But, and let's be honest, though, these 4 games that we've played, if we had sat here, Mags, 4 weeks ago and said, well, we'll win all 4 our league games, you know, like, more whiskey, please, you know. But we have.
I know it has been amazing, and it seems now that it's the past is like a bad nightmare, and we're just
it's a relief. It's relief. We've got a new young manager that seems to be doing well. A very personable guy, nice guy, winning football matches. All right, Europe. Ugh. But I tell you what, man. There was a tiny bit of me. I was always going to watch the Rangers game on Thursday, but there was still a bit of a thing. It's a European game. Because I've been up a lot, and I've always said, living out here, I've got to get up and watch games for all this. I might not have got up for it, but my alarm's definitely getting set for it. Definitely now, yeah. Just and because it's at Ibrox as well, you know, there'll be a lift at Ibrox. for the
Wonderful.
the Bears. And as we say, walking into the Loudon and all that will be different now. It'll be yeah. But it was just
I
seeing it come
noticed
up on the screen.
earlier,
You've gone,
one of the comments, somebody asked you when you were coming home.
oh no, I don't know, man. I can't. I've no passport for 5 or 6 weeks anyway, because I went to do my visa today, my long-term visa, and you've got to give your passport to the cops or the immigration, or whatever they're called, and it takes 4 to 6 weeks to get it back. So I can't leave the country then. You know,
Right.
God forbid I had to go quickly. You can, but the embassy's got involved. It's a pain in the back neck. I have got 2 passports, but Thailand, you're not allowed to do that. The one that you stamp in and out on, you've got to use. You know what I mean? But
Yeah, I understand.
but aye. So I'm back. I'm all right. I've got no interest in coming back. I've only been here 2 weeks.
I know, is it?
Well, 17 days or something like that. Yeah. Because I had a 60-day visa, and it takes 40 days, so I had to get it done in the next few days. So I did. And as well, see, trying to open a Thai bank account, it's a nightmare. I've got to go with it.
Really?
I actually can't. I can't. We'll leave it at that.
Okay.
You know what I mean, Mags. Right. Let's see.
What's Scotty saying?
Yeah. What's
Going right, getting beaten the Ramsey. God, that's a long one.
that is? I mean, he's right, but that's why I think there's a Hollywood movie here. I think there's a Hollywood movie here. Yeah. You know.
I want to go. I want to go home. I want to go home.
I want to go more. I will.
Read up my newsfeed. I know that you it's advertising as that. You're really good at like advertising the younger guys that look into stats and things like that.
The journal, yeah.
That's great, but I've cut all that down, and I just solely it's you and Rangers Football Club for me.
I mean, I'm very. Look, I've got my pal behind me, PR Mickey. I think he's actually watching this. He said once this really started to take off, he said, "For F's sake, don't change." Because if you do change, what some of my videos I change. It's still me talking, but I'll add pictures in of Thelwell or Alan McCoy and stuff like that. You know, now we jokey pictures, but it's still me. I've not been scripted. The only time I was scripted was the other day, but and I told. Oh wait. It's Marseille, sorry. I was scripted the other day, and I think it was about Thelwell and that, but I told people. But everything that I do is off the cuff. I don't swear. I try not to swear. Basically, because number one, I don't swear in front of my kids. And if somebody's sitting having their breakfast and they've got a 4 or 5-year-old next to them, I don't want them to learn a swear word because of me.
That's fair enough, mate. That's one of the reasons.
My wife's eating a lot today, and she's eating again, and she's only 47 kilos. That's her. Say hello.
Hi.
She was giving me she wasn't.
No, I agree with you. Whoever advised you, don't change, and because that's one of the reasons why I follow you and all different platforms and stuff. One of life's good guys, and you love the Rangers.
We all do. I mean, there's all great guys. I quite enjoyed doing it, but I definitely didn't think I'd be doing this a year ago. Well, like one of the days on the pages the other week, I had 1.2 million views in a day.
Wow.
I know. I'm never below 100,000. I know. I think the other day there was 75. But there has been a few videos I've done. I've sat down, I've watched it back, and I've just said, nah, it sounds forced, if you know what I mean. I mean, the next few days it's going to be easy to talk. There's what's happened today, then there's pre-match Wednesday, pre-match, then the fallout, then the next day if we get beat, win, lose or draw. Then there's Friday. We talk Friday. Normally I get asked another podcast on Fridays, and then it's good. I mean, this is
the only thing that I mean, I know I don't. I haven't actually physically shook your hand, but one of the things that concerns me, and it's because of my background, is when you mention about people sending you nasty messages. Sometimes, posts can be really negative, which you handle beautifully. And I think,
don't bother me.
what's that? You don't bother. You're thick-skinned, like myself.
Oh, I don't care, man. Oh no, some of them are the ones that but there was one. She's sitting there. I'm not saying. There was one. There was one. If I copy and pasted it, sent it to Glasgow Police Station, it'd have been on the news. Put it that way. You know. So I just blocked it. But anyway, aye.
But we're here to celebrate today.
Absolutely, yeah. Move on. CJ's on, right? Aye, CJ is absolutely. I really like listening to CJ, man. But I've got 51 people in here, so still that one. If any of you want to come on, but it's actually what time is it? It's 9:15 here tonight. We had quite a long day. Long day today, Mama. She's tired, but I would try some of her soup, but it would probably burn my face off. Is it spicy? It's spicy, and that kind of spicy means I would have to phone the fire brigade. The thing about spicy food, it always smells lovely. See the smell in our living room right now. It's beautiful. Like see over there, the way she's just cooking, not cooking, but it's nice. Yeah, it's a nice smell.
And a Matlow mate went to Thailand and years ago now. And he picked up some local recipes, not the things that you would get in the UK. And I was like, I'm going to give that a try. And a lot of people, and I've heard you saying this before, a lot of people think that all Thai food is, burn your face off. Well, it's not. And I had some really cracking recipes. But when I get rid of my husband, because he loved my Thai curry. When I get rid of my husband, I get rid of some cookbooks, and all my Thailand recipes were in them.
Do you know what? There's a book, Cooking with Pooh, P-O-O. That's she's one of the most. She's Thailand's Gordon Ramsay, but Pooh doesn't mean the same. Like the thing is, I want to jump in what Alison said here. Alison's right. A guy like Kavanagh never ever rushes into a. Hang on a minute. Where's my battery?
Underestimate him. Maybe he was with him 6 months. Yeah.
No, but he doesn't. They don't dive into decisions. Right, I'm just going back to the office now because the battery's in. Anything that's in Sky Sports News is it's on repeat because Kavanagh's not going to say anything else now. Just give me a second. I need to plug in because the one thing with Thailand is when you finish, you unplug everything.
So, Alison, do you think that that these two have already had their 3 months' notice then?
I could well be.
I'm waiting. I'll take them back.
Remember we Alison's at work?
Yeah, true.
I noticed the service industry as well. Can't get an apron on, didn't she? So that usually, means something. It's hey Cat, come here. This is the one page here. But I need to plug the battery in, right? Battery in, there we go. But it's a good day today. It's a good bloody day.
Yes.
It's actually, can I go down a bit? Right, yeah. I think they've said that. Yeah, because I think CEO level, you can't just leave one team and go to the other. I think there's got to be lying times. I'm not really sure.
Well, you have to have so many warnings, don't you? They can't just let you go.
I don't know about that level.
I
don't know about that level. That's a different level altogether. I don't know. But they probably had them. I like the one thing I really like about the page is the lassies are on here, Alison, Stacey, and all that. They feel they're comfortable. They can come in here because social media is different for lassies than it is for me. You know what I mean? Because of the tubes you get, you know. But, like I say, I'm glad the lassies are on. But I need Stacey on as well. I need Stacey on as with you.
Oh, she said she would, didn't she?
She did this. She's there. I think.
Yeah.
What three? Three is 10. That's 45 minutes away. Right, I'll hang about. Alison, Ali, and yeah, maybe. I guess I'm too thick, but anyway. I've got so many.
You need to get yourself one of these. Maybe pinch one off the wee man.
What?
Teething ring. But I don't put it in my face. I just put it in my teeth.
No, I've got a hole in a tooth at the back that he's hooked to.
Me too.
Aye. But they're cheap here. There's a dentist just around the corner as well. I could go to.
Oh man, grab it with both hands. Dentists getting dentists here is a nightmare.
Aye.
It is. The thingy. I was talking to a mental health nurse last week. I was saying to her, because of PTSD, I grind my teeth.
Aye, for stress.
Yeah. She's like, oh my God, we're going to need to find you a dentist. I was like, yes, I fucking know that. Sorry.
Yeah. No, you're all right. But here's a cat that hates me, right? You're going to kill me today. Come on.
Which one is it? Is it small?
Small one. She's here. The thing is, if I come here, that's your right. But then she'll rub her, you know, when cats rub them against you, you know, she does that. But I don't know.
I still think she's upset at you for leaving.
Probably when we first had her, I mean, she did sleep on the bed with us, but she used to come right under the covers and lean against me. She doesn't do that now. But the other night when I got up for the loo, she was around my head on the cushion. You know, I mean, I thought if I moved the wrong way here, I'm losing an eyeball. You know, I mean, you know, which is a good wee guy. But and this is a good bloody day, man. A good bloody day. I'm just going to post it to Twitter.
Okay. I want to be able to use my Thelwell emoji.
I know, man. Aye.
Oh, you did? See any pictures of me? It was somebody on this page that pointed it out, and I was like, oh my God, yeah. His nose and his glasses look as if they've been stuck on.
Aye.
The rats are
still
going. I love it.
The rats. You know, it's, where are we? Where's wee Ali? What's Ali? I love you. What's Ali saying? The thing is, Thomas, we've come again. There's a chap on the page who's also a high-flying businessman. I'm pretty sure he's worth millions. He told me any organisation, any business, you don't sack 3 your most powerful people in the one go. It's not what you do. It's too unsettling. And he actually can. I remember the thread was quite long. He replied and he explained it to us, and it was one of them. Gotcha. You know what I mean? You know, we needed a new manager first. The other two can go at another date. New managers come in and says, "I don't like these two. Get them to F." And I think, and I cut back layman bags. That's what's happened.
Yeah.
You know, I mean. He's excuse me. He's
I'm
a
still
good
going
say.
to go back to what Ali said, though. But then what you've said makes perfect sense.
Aye.
So Ali said about. So I might be saying this wrong, Ali. So please correct me or message me. How does Gerrard and Muscat feel? But I think that point was more on Gerrard said, I can't work with him.
And that was them too.
Yeah.
That was them too. And I mean, I was being polite, you know.
I believe that. So you would be pretty pissed off if you went for your dream job and come all the way over from Saudi, like you said, and went through all the interview process, and you said, I don't want they two there. And Kavanagh went, well, sorry.
I know. So, I mean, again, that goes back to when he put his hands up and said, look, I've got it wrong. He's not getting it wrong again. You know, there's no chance. These guys don't feel. And when we say get it wrong, that's quite a broad church, because getting it wrong, I mean, it doesn't mean we're going to win trophies and cups, but it means we're going to flipping bloody well challenge and get a far higher caliber of footballer kicking a football. But I do believe the fact that Danny Rowe's going to have a lot more say in X, Y, and Z from now on. You know.
Yeah. So, oh God, I'm going to say his name wrong. The guy that did, is it Stevie Smith? So
yes.
Stevie Smith came in as stand-in, which was, I thought he did fantastically well in such a short space of time. And Danny said, yeah, backroom staff. So is Stevie still got a hand in the academy, or is he now full-time with
I think the way I picked up, he's in the first team setup, you know. And again, talking about interviews and stuff like that, the set piece coaching, Danny Rose said the other day, it was me that decided I wanted this guy. So, you know, and that was maybe him. You know. Wait a minute, hang on a second. Just charging my phone. But yeah, it's an interesting few weeks. And again, we don't need to rush this. You know what I mean? There's plenty of scouts out there and all that around the world, and they've got access to, you know, what players available, how much. You know, we're going to have to pay a few bob for extra players, but we've got to get in. Right, cheers, Basil, lad. Go and sell a lot of that oil. If you don't follow the Rangers, hands across the water, go and follow them. They're a good bunch of lads.
Bless.
I want to spend a bit. I'll wait till Stacey comes. So we've got another half hour, and then when she comes on, I'll get half an hour. Then I'm off. Just because it's half midnight here.
That's late for you.
The thing is, I've been late late nights the last quite a few days, and that doesn't bother me. But I wouldn't mind just you know, because my normal routine. Because Mags, when I started doing this, when it was going on, not necessarily live, but it was on the page. It was on the page from like 8 in the morning till 2 in the morning. And a couple of my best mates said, "Listen, stop." You know what I mean? So what I was doing in Troon, 9 o'clock shower, through to my bedroom, iPad open, have a one final look at the page to make sure no nonsense on Netflix or YouTube and stuff like that, you know.
Yeah, that's important.
It is, yeah. I mean, I know you're involved in mental health stuff. It's but over here, I do have to accept I'm 7 hours ahead. So you know what I mean? It's you know, because if this hadn't happened today, actually, what time is it? Half 10. I would the rest of my cookie.
You cookie? No, the thing it was like the other day, the other morning. I did the long morning, which is nothing unusual. And I looked at my Thailand clock and I thought, oh, he'll be up. Well, I wonder, you know, waiting for and then you said yesterday that you time your posts for 9 o'clock, which I imagine is a good time for your social media. Yeah, oh, that's fair enough. You're human. You've got to.
What I do, Mags, when I do my morning ones, if you go in, see when you go into, you know, because you're a subscriber, the private group, I put it up there at whatever time I put it on. So if I do them roughly about 8 in the morning, so I put them up right away, so that they might go up in the private group about 2 or 3 in the morning. But what I do is a schedule. You can schedule them. I schedule them on here and YouTube for 4 o'clock my time, which means 9 in the morning UK time. So yeah. There we go. Here's this gentleman, James. This is the thing, James, and let's be honest. We don't know, and let's be honest. How many names of what were they called? Sport directors do you actually know? Let's be honest. We don't know. We don't know who sport directors are because you never really talk to them much. Because see if Thelwell had been doing his job well, you're lucky if we were mentioning him twice this last 6 months. You know what I mean? Because, we didn't need to. There's me, Ali. What's Ali saying? I know. Because see, when it came through, I was jumping about like a maddy in here. My wife and kids are great. They understand that this is it's not my job, but I earn income from this. And this small one. What are you doing? So they're fine with it. But I was jumping about like a maddie, and Apple came out and said like that, not in a bad way, but she was laughing, but she's like that, yeah. But she's great. Come on, what's this? Oh, you're going to be okay with me? No, there it goes. It's finally happened. The thing is, Ryan, let's look at this from Mr. Kavanagh's point of view. He works at the absolute pinnacle of not just sporting finance and governmentship, just business governmentship. You know what I mean? If you're the eighth richest franchise in sport, you know what you're doing if you're in a high position. These guys don't rush decisions. You know what I mean? Because they knew. Here, this is just coming out of my head now, right? They knew that as long as they sacked him before about now, they didn't have to rush to sack them because it's a job that other people that are at the club already can do. And again, there's freelance scouts and agents out there that would help as well. But and like I say, Danny Rowe came in and they like what Danny Rowe said. And Danny, again, as we keep saying, Max, Danny Rowe had a huge say in that,
I'm just having a wee Google to see.
Go for it, mate. The good things, Max, sometimes we silences are all right.
Sporting directors.
As Ryan says here.
Else there any
Ryan.
Directors? I don't want to say
Ryan, there's it's just and Ryan, let's be honest, that was pretty ruthless. Nobody saw it coming. Obviously, somebody got a whisper of it about an hour or two before it was official, and then it was like boom, off his head. Because I think their families will have wanted them to resign. Let's be honest, Mr. Thelwell's wife and kids wouldn't have liked what they saw at the airports, and they wouldn't have liked hearing Thelwell get to F. But if they resign, they don't get to pay off the money.
Right. According to AI.
Go on.
Right. So straight away, we don't have a sporting director. Well, we fucking know that. We're celebrating. Right. But it says that the club has started searching for a new sporting director, but no appointment. Well, we know that. We'll get you for that. Are there any
let
names?
people say comments then. I don't. There probably won't be names for a while. Listen, here's another thing, Max. They wouldn't get rid of them without a couple of people in place. A couple of interviews. And in fact, again, we said if they were going to get rid of them, it would have been during the international weekend. This is the tail end of it. So they might have interviewed potential new guys in those positions during that period, and but the thing is, see the CEO, you don't interview him, you headhunt him. That is somebody. You know what I mean? Because that's the guy. There will be an interview process as such, but we wouldn't have put it out there. We need a new CEO. Mr. Kavanagh would have went to a company and said, "Look, we want him." I think if somebody wants to correct me in that, I'm not sure. I'm not. Again, I was just a daft mechanic.
We've got names. We've got.
Yeah, go, Stacey. Go, Stacey. Here we come, Stacey. Hang on.
I've got the names of the candidates.
Go on. I'll go on. And somebody can Google them, please.
I've done it. Right. Excuse my my accent.
Yeah, of course we can for the moment. Ryan, easy.
Carlos Bacangere, former Rangers captain, now technical director. That spelling is Bocanegara. And there is Stuart Webber, ex-Norwich, Davy
Aye.
Weir, we know, Dougie Friedman, Crystal Palace, former. Oh, he's employed. Dougie Friedman is
Aye.
still employed. Darren Fletcher, former
Aye.
Man U.
Oh, here we go. We've got another lead. There we go. Here's three stays. This, yes, wait a minute. I'll get rid of that. There we go. There's Stacey at last.
Hello.
How are you doing? James, this question gets asked you as soon as you've got to remember. He's in his 70s now. He lives in Dorset. But the thing is, James, Graham Souness's phone is on 24/7, 365 a day a year for Rangers. If Rangers, Danny Rowe phoned him at 4:15 in the morning, Souness would stand up, answer, and talk to him for the next 6 hours if need be. That's that's the thing about when people say, "Oh, we need Rangers men around Iros." We've got them. Bombers there every day. You know what I mean? And it's it's yeah. But there's no rush here. There's no rush here.
Right. Franky, I'll send you the names, pal. What did you message me under? Franky Francis. I don't know if I'm allowed to message you, but I'll try.
You can. You should be able to. No, because I've sent you the link on YouTube. Here, check your message now. You don't know.
You're happy now.
So Stacey, how are you feeling? How are you feeling about this?
Oh, I'm absolutely buzzing, honestly. I was actually in a meeting when it got announced. I just looked up at the telly and seen you jumping about, and I'm like, I need to go.
I know. Because look, I say, Stacey, my wife and kids know I do this for they think this is my job, and it semi-is. But when I was jumping down like I'm adding, like our bedroom's just there across, it's there. And Apple, my wife's name's Vera Wan, but we call her Apple's a nickname. She just came out and was like that, I'm laughing. But yeah, right, I've just got your message now. But no, my wife's brilliant. Like,
the thing is, I can click on them and get information if you want. It's like doing my old job again.
The thing is, Carlos Baganera, Norwich Sporting Director. No, thank you, Davy Weir. But Davy Weir just signed for somebody, didn't he?
Let's have a look.
He did.
Darren Fletcher and Dougie Freeman as well. Darren Fletcher. You know, a young guy. He's going to heir Sir Alex Ferguson. What was he?
Former England national, I know.
I know. Mate, honestly, right? We know she's had this boyfriend for about 4 or 5 weeks, and she's shy. You know what I mean? But I'm always advocate, like, don't tell me everything. You know what I mean? I never want to be secrets. And then, but the thing is that I'm in the middle of this. And she said, the wife goes, look, that's Kate's boyfriend here. He's wanting to meet you. And I was like, why now? But what he did, the thing is, our last boyfriend, not that she's had, this is only a second boyfriend. When there's a hierarchy in Thailand, Stacey, and it's a bit, when you meet the father, you do that one. The last boyfriend didn't do that, and the wife hated it.
Yeah, of course, it's going to be offensive to her then.
But this chap did that, and it wasn't just the big one. It was the one that it was the one. There's about 5 different levels. It was the one before they would do it to a monk. Does that make sense to you?
Yeah, it's like elders
know what I mean?
That, isn't it? There's
elders also. So I did that, and you don't have to do it back as a man, but I did it back, shook his hand, and gave him a big bear hug and laughed. So that's what we did, babe. But they're away somewhere, and he's got a nice car. He's got a Honda Civic RS, all souped up. But yeah, I think my daughter's boyfriend's actually a Liverpool fan. You know what I mean?
As long as he's not one of them, that's fine.
That's it. Actually, I think, and as well, he supports the local team, Rayong FC, who are a Thai Premiership team. I'm going on Saturday. then I'm on a Thai podcast afterwards. There's an English guy here that does the English blog on Rayong FC, and he wants to we'll do a blog after. I'll probably go to the game with him. But yeah, I'm looking for that. But Stacey, what a lift it gives you, didn't it?
Oh, it's amazing, honestly, because I'm not going to lie, like, looking forward to January wasn't a thing. Like, getting new players in, but the thought of having him was just filling me with dread. But now it's
and the thing is, you know, again, I know. Here's that's where I'm going with this. He did the sleep out and he did the interview. He didn't see that coming either.
No, 100%. He's not. He's been thinking. We're thinking along the lines of what we've said today, he's been thinking, no, I'm going through these hoops to get on the good side of Kavanagh to prove my worth.
Yes.
He's too arrogant to think, oh, I'm going to get sacked for this. He's been thinking, yes, I'm finally proven. I'm talking to fans. I'm doing this. I'm doing that. Nah. I think Kavanagh's had this in for a while.
Absolutely. And you know, that something I think, see when he did the interview, I mean, I don't like saying the word, I think Kavanagh let him do the interview and he gave him a bit of rope to see how he did. And because he didn't, Mr. Kavanagh came out and said, I got it wrong. It won't happen again. Whereas Kavanagh never said anything like that. He never said any. He didn't. He should have started the interview with saying, listen, I know the Rangers fans are disappointed in with me. I know I've not done well. I promise to do better. Most of us, we probably still wanted rid of him, but you were like, fair enough. But he didn't do that, Stace. You know what I mean? There was an arrogance about him. And remember, like, you know yourself, you're saying that Russell Martin's the best thing since sliced bread. The guy's dog poo. You know?
I know, like, the things he's been saying, and do you know, the thing is, see if he'd turned around and said, look, hands up, I've underestimated Scottish football. He's not the first and he's not the last to do that. And if he'd done the same as what Kavanagh done, fair enough, we would have probably still heard the gripes about him, but we would have respected it more. But the fact that he's stuck by his arrogance is just, nah.
Aye. I look at the James Fraser said here, Mr. Kavanagh not giving away the skin. They've read the room. James, you know yourself, they've said they've used AI, not AI, what am I trying to say? They've tried to use stats, but see at the end of the day, they've listened to Ibrox singing Thelwell get to, you know what I mean? And you saw yourself, the guy was in the enclosure before games talking to people and all that, you know. And the thing is, he does not want to be in Glasgow. He wants to be in the United States with his family, dealing with stuff, because he's probably, for all he's a 49ers employee, these guys are normally involved with Microsoft, Pepsi.
Oh, he's been out of hands in many pies.
Oh, that's it. And a lot of them do a heck of a lot of charity stuff as well that we won't hear about, you know, to save the children or whatever. Because Dave King had 40-something odd companies. You know what I mean? And Dave King's small fry. Aye. But and remember that first time we did the interview at the Emirates House, he says, the only time I'll be here if something's wrong, he came over and he stayed for ages. And you know yourself, Stace, there's nothing worse than micromanaging. You don't want your CEO or him hanging about. It's uncomfortable. You know what I mean? That's and I say, I think you saw not working oil and gas. I've worked with a lot of Americans. They don't ever about if you're trapped. We in oil and gas getting fired, we call it getting run off. They'll run you off in a heartbeat. They'll pay $20,000 for a chopper to come and get you and off your own, because probably that's how much is a chopper for a rig is 20,000 quid a go. But you know what I mean. But I'll read this gentleman's statement.
Which statement?
Aye, and Georgie, Mr. Kavanagh won't get that again because he's embarrassed by this. And again, Stace, what we've been saying all along is,
George.
It looks bad at him as a CEO. It looks bad. The guys that, for argument's sake, get some role in Pepsi. Pepsi's like, come on, what are you doing there? They'll allow him to do it once, but after they do it, if he does it again, that has a knock-on effect to his whole career. You know, because that's a whole world. Let's be honest. See that billionaire sports organisation business, you've not got a clue. That's a whole different. It's a whole different world. Like I've got a story about working with a billionaire once, but I'll keep that for another story. It's actually quite funny, but I'll keep that to another time. because that's the thing. Like Jamesy Boyce here saying he's been cracking tonight.
Mhm.
I'll tell you, certain states. My video today in the last few days, I was saying I still think we can win the league. So does Calvin. You watch the money that's thrown at us in January.
Yeah, no,
You
definitely.
watch the money.
He's cutthroat, and I like that about him. Because you know yourself, he's going to have all these people for boards that he's on in America saying, "What do you mean you're going back to Scotland now? You told us that this was the thing that you wouldn't have to go all the time."
Yeah.
And like you keep saying, it's embarrassing for him. And he's not got a poker face that much, Kevin, in terms of when he was in the stands, you could see he was annoyed.
Cheesed off.
Yes.
Because I think it was either at half time or a game. He stood, you know, the way down that they go. You can see that, and he was looking around the Ibrox singing Thelwell, get to F, or Russell Martin, get, and he was like that. And like you say, it's not a poker face. It was a guy that was cheesed off at himself, probably more than anything. He's, I've made an absolute sea of this. You know what I mean? But listen, we are where we are, and looking to the future, like there's absolutely no the actual main owner of Ibrox. Is that right? Was it John? Okay. Because I know Calvin is not the owner, but it's who owns the 49ers? Let me Google that actually. Give me a wee second. Who owns the 49ers? Doctor Who owns the...
Do you know who reminds me of, Stacey? Kavanagh. Reminds me of my dad when he was alive.
Okay, right.
He's got that old school vibe about him, though, didn't he? Just that take no
shit. Yeah. And Frank, I've been on for a while. I've been on all the time with Franky. And what I have noticed is, like, because he's responding to people that are commenting, he's repeating himself. Some, like, no disrespect, Franky.
Oh no, it's because there's new punters coming on. Aye.
Exactly, mate, exactly. But the thing that you keep saying, and I think that's my dad, is the thing about you're allowed to make a mistake, but you don't make a mistake twice. Oh no. Okay,
I'm going to read something to you. Who owns the 49ers? The York family, led by Denise de Bartolo York, and John York is the principal owner of the 49ers, with her son, Jed York, serving as a team CEO and principal owner. Denise de Bartolo York and her family own 90% of the team. So that, I mean, they I'm going to assume that somebody said the guys were here. No, it's not. It's Jed York. There we go. Jed York. Yeah. There we go. This.
That's right. I remember seeing that. Jed York. Because in my head I was going, who the fuck is that?
Was he at Ibrox on Saturday? Aye.
Yeah, Jed York.
He was here Saturday. There we go. Aye.
So he's come to see us well, which is amazing.
Aye. Absolutely. Yeah. Because I've always said, ladies, the first thing that they were looked at Ibrox was Ibrox. What can we do with this football stadium?
There's so much potential there for Ibrox, not just inside the stadium, the grounds.
Right, we all know the main stand can't be touched, but see when you and I forget this myself. See the other three stands in Broomlin, Copeland, and Govan, they're on a hill. We can dig them down, and you know what I mean. And they'll be looking at putting on concerts. You know, Rod. You know. I'm going to say Rod Stewart, but you know, but
American football,
American football as well.
Because the come over for the game. Do you know what I mean?
You look at the games they play at White Hart Lane.
You're saying about the area is in how much can you touch? Because the thing that when you did your video, your walk run, before you left the UK, and I was watching it obviously, and I was thinking, fucks me, the stairwells still there.
There were 13. Yeah, as it was down at
it's still there. I remember it when I was a wee girl. And my dad was at that game. But I remember my dad pointing at it and explaining to me what happened. And
what the meaning is,
it's still there.
Yeah. But see because they'll be looking at putting on 49ers games and all that, and that'll sell out instantly. You know what I mean? Because Glasgow's got a good airport. It's got Prestwick Airport, even Edinburgh, and it's hotel city. You know yourself. There's plenty of hotels for all the stuff.
And as much as we slag the subway, it is quite good. You know, it's good links to Ibrox.
Absolutely.
Just the early finish on a Sunday is pretty mince, but
there is that. But aye, Lorna put actually 40,000, 4,000 seats, and it's not just that. It's they'll be wanting to do stuff downstairs in the concourses, making them like they'll have an actual shop. And each stand, you know what I mean? All right, it won't be a huge shop, but you'll be able to buy strips and hats and scarves inside. But the one thing we need is the alcohol thing. Because you look at White Hart Lane or whatever sports grounds they've got, they have something like 15,000 fans stay back for like 4 or 5 hours after every game. Imagine the money that generates.
that's what the old shop was supposed to be, a bar, but
Aye.
this has been obviously put on hold. But there's definitely something needed. Even when they did the fan zone, they got a liquor license for something, and it was outside in the car park. It was brilliant.
Yeah.
I think there's a game this weekend that's having bevy at it. Personally, I would have it. I don't drink before a match because I don't want to be up and down for the every 5 minutes. You know, and that's it. But we do need, because when somebody buys a pie and bother at Ibrox, that goes towards the financial fair play thing. That cookie is fair working, by the way. But anyway,
you could have so much at Ibrox if they. I don't want it like
I
Camden,
mean, I like Houston, by the way, George. I like Houston. Aye. Sorry.
How much can they spend in January?
I do, James. I think there'll be money thrown at us. All right, we're not going to be buying Harry Kewell, but he wants to win this league and he wants to spend money, and he needs to prove to us he's serious as well. You know, there's that.
Look at his reaction to Chimiti about the 10 million thing. That to him was buttons for the 49ers, and that obviously he's realised now at Rangers 10 million is a lot of money, but
absolutely.
I just.
But Stacey, since you came on half an hour ago, that 49 organisation has probably made 10 to 20 million pounds in profit. You know, go and try and write down 8 billion. I bet you can.
I can, because I'm studying maths.
There's a thing on Joe Rogan, right? And it's a guy explains what a billion is. It's like $1 million like from New York to London. $1 billion is the same as New York to the sun. It's a frightening number, you know what I mean?
Sorry, I didn't mean to sound like a smart arse there. It's just something I've learned.
No, Georgie says here, there's nothing wrong with a franchise. I mean, franchise to me just means team. Because, right, here's the thing. At Disney Market position we're in off the field, see when that ref blows the whistle, while you're sitting at Ibrox or you're sitting watching in the telly, you forget about finances. You forget about how much Raskin's worth. You forget that. You want to have better passes. You want a better referee, and you want to score more goals. But the Americans know how to do sports. The Americans know how to do sports stadiums.
Agreed.
Look at those stadiums. You know, if I was up to be, I would get rid of the three stands and just build. And I think they will. I think they'll build a bowl and put a roof on it as well. I hope they put a roof on it. That'd be brilliant, man.
That would be good for the concerts because it's Scotland. Let's be honest. And even taking the big screens away.
Away you go, you with the right Kent chat. Do you know why they've got the screens? I know. The screens things is to do with getting 5 stars so you can hold a European final. But what people forget is to get a European final, you've got to get approval off your FA. The SFA are never going to put a Europe Champions League final at Ibrox. They're always going to put it at Hampden.
It's going to be at Hampden if
But
anyway.
the thing is, if they did build a new stadium, they'd have it like the 49. You know, they'd have those. Like Real Madrid have got, you know, the tellies that go round. You know what I mean? It's up in the sky. You know what I mean? The bet, because I watched a thing about the SoFi Stadium where in Los Angeles. That is unbelievable. But I was doing a YouTube thing that was brilliant. It's not a full area. I remember going into Compton years ago, thinking it was dead Compton, but that's another thing. There we go.
First thing that needs to be done inside Ibrox though is fix the women's toilets. I don't know how many times I've been stuck in the toilets.
Is that right? I've heard you're the first.
Done, Stacey, when I was a teenager, because my dad was the lead contractor. So that wait a minute, 15, 5, 30 odd years ago, the toilets were done.
Aye, well, they need to
I
clean
know,
the
no, I hate that as well. I hate the black the minion the cantilever that holds up the main stand. I hate that. No, it does man. But listen, I know when I was in government the Sandy Yard and rear right, I was on my phone and a guy, I don't want to sound like a show off you, a guy because I watch your videos and all that, and it was actually the stadium maintenance guy, and he told me there's been surveys done, floods needs done behind the scenes, rewiring and stuff like that, stuff we'll never see, especially that. They need to do that first. Then there's I'm going to assume then there's a second stage, and I'm going to assume that's at 4,000. Then there's the next stage. Let's be honest, in 20 years' time, if I'm still alive anyway, that Ibrox will be nothing but it is now. Apart from the main stand, you know, the other three stands will be be up in, you know, and they'll have great concessions stuff in it, and you know, they'll do well with it.
Yeah.
Aye. But that's what I'm going to do tonight when I go off. Look at their stadium. I'm going to go down a YouTube rabbit hole way. Aye.
If they do anything to this other stands, though, I do hope that they keep everybody's bricks that are in the walls. You know, if they
of course
extend them out.
they'll move them.
Aye.
They may have to put them elsewhere, but they will. Aye.
That's a good point. Yeah.
Yeah. No, they're definitely not going to do it. They're definitely not going to. The Americans will think about that. That's. They're not daft, you know what I mean? They know. They're very passionate people. I mean, you remember, we all love our families, but American have got you know, I mean, I'm not saying none of us are not close to families, but no, and football's a lot more family orientated, especially American football. It's called American's game. You know what I mean? It's and I'm pretty sure we're going to end up doing pre-season tours to the States and all that. And sure we should, because we've got a lot of fans there, and especially like Canada and stuff like that, you know. But aye. It's just there's all such as
my dad supported the 49ers when I was a kid. Just came to me. I remember the shot.
Aye.
Just
I like to watch it in Redskins. Listen, I'm going in 5 minutes because that's 10 o'clock my time, and I promised myself I would keep my because I've been up late the last few nights and I've got the late one for the game with Thursday. I'll definitely. But ladies, it's a day we've been waiting on for a while, isn't it?
Definitely. It's surreal, but yeah, it's finally.
I don't think it will hit me until I come off this, because as soon as you went live, I was 5 minutes at the back of you, Frankie.
I wasn't myself, even though I was in that meeting.
You don't pay much attention in the meeting.
I probably need to get the minutes of the meetings just in case.
Because you weren't thinking.
Right, ladies, I'm going to go though because I'm starving as well for one reason or another. All right, I'll speak to you later. Right, thank you for joining me.
Cheers. See you after.